Hi, how you doing? 9:34 a.m. Monday. Happy Monday. The 9th of April 2018. Gregorian. I am still cloudy here in my neck of the woods. What's the weather like in your neck of the woods? There's no telling when you'll listen to this. But anyway, yeah, Monday. I had a great day yesterday at my friend T's house. Hey T, thanks T. She invited me to do my very first paparazzi showing in her beautiful home. And it wasn't a huge turnout, but I'm very grateful for the people who did come. Thank you, ladies. The ones who came did purchase something, and it was great. Totally my fault. I had a late start. Pardon the ums. They're gonna come, okay? I should title this channel "Pardon the Ums." I've been said to have a fertile mind, very creative and imaginative. Not just by regular folk, but writing teachers and acting teachers. I went to HB Studios in the 90s. Well, then it'd be all in the memoir. But yeah, Pardon the Ums. Isn't that a cute name for a channel? I still think about getting into Toastmasters. I know you like, no, I Digress is better. But I already have that I Digress TV. I forgot the passy codes. And once I remember the passy codes and emails with that doggone thing, I'll probably go and just deactivate it. I think I have some cute playlists over there. Anyway, I digress. No pun intended. Yeah, I like Pardon the Ums. I like Wanda Wisdom too. Y'all know how the Wanda came about, right? Friends back in the day, back in New York, like she's like the Eight of Wands, It talks so fast, the Eight of Wands, and from the wands of the Eight of Wands, you know, came Wanda, and it just stuck with that group of friends back then. I was like, that's pretty cool. But I would put an H on my Wanda, because the ah sound, you know. Anyway, back to the paparazzi showing. Very, very nice, but lupus could be a bitch, you know. Loopy Louie, it could be a bitch. And then I stay up so late at night on the internet and studying that I get up late as well. But I really try to make a concerted effort to, and then I had the insomnia thing going. That's been since, I've been having insomnia even since like maybe childhood. You know, your mom told you go to bed, you have a curfew, she let you look at 2 shows, you have your dinner. What was the thing? Mommy's structure. Okay, you had the after school program, PAL, and you do your homework there. And she's usually at work when she comes home. And, you know, she have you prep you have to prep for dinner. And she'll complete it when she gets in from work. Check homeworks. Did I say homeworks? Plural. Yeah, me and my younger brother, man. Check our homework at the table and sign it. Back then, they had the parents sign the homework as proof that they checked it. Do they still do that? My beautiful offspring, they're grown. I'm trying to think that I don't think that. Maybe early on they did have me sign their homework, but I don't recall that happened throughout their whole school, attending school tenure. I don't. I think, yeah, but y'all, if you're young and not aware, back in the days, the parents had to sign homework. I'm gonna ask around, see if they still ask parents to do that. Yeah, so then, and then I had to clean the kitchen, man, take the garbage out, and then we could watch 2 shows. We had TVs in our rooms because I don't think he and I were like 7 years apart. We're all average 7 years apart, all 5 of us. I know. It's like she had a bunch of only children, you know, that many years apart. So no, I didn't watch his shows. He didn't watch mine. So we had our own respective TVs, and there's living room TV. And then you have to, you know, take your shower and get ready for school tomorrow, get your clothes out, iron or whatever need be, you know, just that routine. But even then, my point is, when she thought I was asleep, I would sneak. I had the headphones, you know, I had a little black and white 13-inch in my bedroom. Cute little bedroom, teddy bears. I missed that room. And I had a very unique lamp. The lamp was like in the bookshelf, white. Oh my heavens, I love that bookshelf and lamp. I wonder whatever happened to it. I don't know. I'm going back many years, y'all. This is when we moved to Queens. I had my own room in Harlem too. Not in the projects, but Basically, yeah, because man was a baby. My older brother, he was always either running the streets or downstairs with his girl. They lived on the 5th floor. Um, her mom babysit man, and that's how he met. He went to go pick up. Never mind, he's in the memoir. Did I even put that in the memoir? I gotta reread it. I'll be tweaking and editing. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, the projects I virtually had my own room because when he was home, he'd be in the living room, and man was a baby in the crib in the room with mommy. Oh yeah, because we were not millionaires, by no stretch of the imagination. Mom just had a good job at the phone company. But I'm trying to think back. I think I've usually had my own room, except for Harlem on 116th Street. No, I think on 116th Street I was in the room with mommy. 119th Street, I had my own room. That was a big Harlem apartment. They were tenement. And I used to think the projects were better because they just seemed like they looked like newer buildings. I don't know. Because a tenement is, because I thought it was structured stronger. But a tenement is built like a tank too. Brownstones are too in Harlem. And I think those projects, yeah, when they break, they probably brick frame. I have no idea, but they just look like strong buildings. I know it's the hood, urban, and the hell you go through there. Coming up, and you, as a urban kid, you grow up fast, real fast. You have to survival. You better know quick, But yeah, for that type of urban, what something called impoverished lives, I had my own room. When we got to Queens, I definitely had my own room. How did I get to the own room topic? Oh, staying up late at night. Yeah, in my room. Yeah, okay. So she would think I'm sleeping, but I had the headphones. I was sticking into a little thingy at the 13-inch and look at those late night movies. If you're not my age, you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. But they would come on late at night. Black and white. Well, the TV was black and white, but some of the movies would be black and white in and of itself. And I'm just looking at them with snacks I had stowed away like a doggone bear. And I was skinny as a little girl. I got plumper when we moved to Queens. The whole plump chubby factor came about in Queens. But yeah, so I keep my cupcakes and Suzy Q's and bunny bones. Get sunflower seeds and keep it stowed away in aluminum foil, Ziploc, and everything in your room. Looking at movies late at night, and it would show because I would be late for school. That insomniac thing and being late in the mornings dates back to elementary. Y'all think I'm bullshit. I kid you not. But I said that to say this. I was late for my first paparazzi party. Just dragging. Aside from the pain that Loopy renders, Loopy or some bitch here. The pain that he renders. Ugh. But aside from him, is what I'm trying to say, is I was always tardy. Tardy for the party. Tardy for every goddamn. If I'm on time, I made a concerted effort. To get to bed early that night. Really, really listen. Aside from being fearful of harming people, the military scared me with that whole, we get more done before 9 a.m. You remember those commercials? We have more done before 9 a.m. than people have done all day. I'm like, what time are they getting up? What they talking about before 9 a.m.? Oh, no. I don't know if that's a career move for me. In any event. Yeah, so it was being late. I was late cooking at Tanya's house. Hi, Mama Cheryl. Mama Cheryl ain't on no internet, but shout out to you, Mama Cheryl. Anyway, she gave me her Swedish meatball recipe and her the dip thing with the rotel. So I made those Swedish meatballs and the rotel dip at I was going to say her name, at T's house. I don't know, T, if you want to be anonymous on this channel. I don't know. But anywho, that's my girl. And then I made some spicy meatballs on the side to offset the Swedish meatballs, the sweet meatballs, and the spicy meatballs. Ground turkey. Mama sure told me where to go get it. The organic ground turkey. More healthy, not too expensive, she says. Yeah, but it was a good time. And then I made the white wine spritzers. Oh, I love the white wine spritzer. T showed me of a place. I want to give the store free advertisement, but a place to get some good white wine, y'all. and not expensive, like $4 a bottle. And the bottle is pretty to be $4. That wine is too good to be true. It tastes good on its own, but I like the whole extra bubbly effect. And then she had some other kind of tea had these beers, like it was. I was about to say the company. My big sister, shout out to Edie up in New York. She hates when I give free advertisement to multi-million-dollar operations. or you know what I'm saying? But in the event, we blended that, and it was just a cool white wine spritzer with ice, and I brought some home. I would sip on it now, but it wasn't the morning time. Let it get 12 noon. I promise you I'm going to get me a glass. Maybe I have to add ice to it. I added strawberries to it, too. I had meant to bring the strawberries with me. But in any event, back to the event. It was really nice. It really was, and I'm grateful. Small outcome, but it was. And here's the irony. We invited a professional woman from the cul-de-sac, if you will, that's like in business there at the cul-de-sac, if you will. And I just didn't think she would come. I thought she may have figured it'd be out of context. She's professional. They have she and T have a professional rapport. I just was like, I don't think she's gonna come. But the other neighbors, no, I thought they would come. I don't know. But C told me it's not too neighborly in our parts. Because if you're from New York, you hear things like about Southern hospitality, and C was like, no, girl, you may have to get to Columbus for that. Our parts are still considered city. I'm like, it is? All the woods I see? She was like, it's still considered city. You know what I'm saying? Suburbs of Atlanta is a city. But it's not easy for me to, I don't even have to, I'm from New York. I won't say New Yorkers are totally the reputation we get or got back in the days of being rude and standoffish, reserved, aloof, and detached and all that other stuff. Because if we know you and we trust you and we like you, we rock with you. But saying hi to strangers and howdy and no, we don't do that in New York. You don't just like talk to strangers. If a stranger's talking to you in New York, you had better be a tourist asking for directions or something, or just asking for directions, something like that. But howdy to strangers in New York, we probably think you bugged out or something. So it's easy for me to I don't want to say adjust. That's what I know, not talking to strangers. We raised like that. Don't you talk to strangers? My mama and all the mothers I know in the hood, you talking to strangers? What's wrong with you? You out of your mind? So we're raised with that, not to talk to strangers, just to be safe, the kind of world we live in, But yeah, I couldn't believe that. Tease neighbors. I don't. But the irony of life, as the elders used to say, life, one big ball of irony. Yeah, all who I thought would come didn't, and the professional did. I was like, oh, and I love her name. Anyway, and everybody bought something that came. Thank you, ladies. It was wonderful. But yeah, it takes a toll. Is getting a party together. Even in my 20s, when you do the birthday parties for my babies, and they had a party every year. Me forever reading books. I read in some book. Was it an etiquette book? But it probably was. Because did you know you're not supposed to have extra baby showers? Somebody told me this, to go find an etiquette book. I think she even told me the name of the book back then. You're supposed to have one baby shower for your first baby. And then that's supposed to be it. I'm like, in the black community, really? She was like, no, I think that's not our community. But she had read it in an etiquette book and recommended the book back in the day. I think this is the 90s as well. I'm addicted to books as I'm addicted to books now. Just me and my book lover addiction, okay? So I went and got the book, and sure enough, I forget the name. What? Pardon me, y'all. This is early. What time I got to bed last night? Maybe 1, 2. It's 9 something in the morning. Yeah, this is early. But I think I do it while things are fresh on my mind. I better forgot. Nothing saying. Yeah, but in the hood, we was like, no, we can't have a baby shower anytime decides to throw us one. It'll be second, third, fourth baby. In the event. I digress. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh, mercy. Ooh. Hi, Leon. Yeah, hold on.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was my phone. We have similar ringers. But my phone rings when it wants to. The phone temperamental like me. I do need a new phone, y'all. Texting issues. I'm hoping I can get that phone fixed. I don't like these new phones. They talking about it only lasts, the battery lasts 3 years. You heard something like that? Forcing you to upgrade. Whatever you want to, old school people don't want to upgrade. I had my flip phone for years. I mean, years. They want to force people to upgrade, even elderly? What the hell? Anyway. Oh, yeah, back to the parties. But my point is, the parties took a toll on me in my 20s, playing those birthday parties. Oh, yeah, I was saying, they said you have to have a birthday party every year till you're age 5. And after that, you can have the parties in school. Oh, boy, did I love that. You can bring the cupcakes and pizza to the teacher, and she got the rest, and the cleanup, the class cleanup is hers and her teacher's assistant and a custodian after school hours. I was like, cool. But still, milestone birthdays I celebrated for my babies. Hold on. Papa, you going now?
No.
Oh. He sounded awfully chipper. Anyway.
Huh?
I was saying he sounded awfully chipper.
Oh. Yeah. I guess he had a good day's rest yesterday, I guess. I don't know.
Where's your strawberry smoothie, Papa?
In my stomach?
No, I don't even see the glass. You want me to put the glass in the sink? Leo, get down. What is wrong with you? I know cats jump.
You can do that, yeah.
Oh, you know what, Papa? You know, you're being very condescending-ish.
Well, if you don't see it there, what do you think?
I was going to go on the side of the bed and look for it, Papa. You don't have to be nasty just for nasty's sake. It's not that deep.
Why would I put it on the side?
It's too early in the morning. Because that's why I thought it was that before. Papa, it's not even that deep. I don't want to talk about the smoothie glass no more.
You saw it beside the bed before?
Papa, we finna argue about the smoothie glass? Really?
No, I'm asking you. Did you see it on the floor or something?
I have seen you drink and put the glass on the side. Yes, I have.
When? Side when?
I don't know when. You want a date for when I spotted that?
When on the side?
Right on the side by your pillow.
Did you see it there? Did you see it there?
No, I was sitting to go get it and put it in the sink. It's not that big a deal, Daddy. We are really... Get your ass off the altar. Leo, you know not... Nigga, you just... Spirit forgive him. You so disrespectful. You don't jump up on the altar. Okay, this gonna land your ass right in the cage. He has no respect. I don't believe your ass.
I'm curious about something.
What are you curious about, Papa?
You have
Forgive him, Ocean.
You have glasses and bowls in your room, but you don't bring them out.
I do when I think to. I do it when I think to do it.
You love to move my glasses.
Because I think I'm catering to my man. I'm trying to be on my Judith Cleaver type shit.
You're not a domestic diva. I don't understand.
Well, when I feel inspired to do it, I'll do it.
Okay.
Why we got to argue about the empty smoothie glass, Daddy? Really? Really? You pick an argument over a seed peach. A peach seed. Everything doesn't have to be we are, and I'm afraid to admit it, I think we are the quintessential old fussy couple. I didn't want to retire to that.
Well, I was being quiet. I wasn't even saying anything.
That it doesn't matter if I'm asking you a simple question about a simple thing. It doesn't merit an argument all the time.
But it wasn't simple to you.
It is simple. Inquire about a smoothie glass. No, that is no big deal, Daddy.
Ask me where was it? Where was the smoothie?
I think you're having a Mars transit.
I said it was in my stomach.
You're having a Mars transit. This is what's going on. You have Mars and Libra. I'm experiencing the Mars and Libra right now. Your latter years.
Then you inquired as to what I did with the glass.
And it should have been over with. You made this a protracted. You made this a protracted thing. That's ridiculous, Papa. This is senior citizen Surleys. This is senior Surleys that I wanted no parts of in my youth. Leo, why does he run speedless like that? Does he see the spirit? Leo, calm down. What the fuck? Papa, I just... No, he's seeing something out the window, then he break food. Maybe because we're fussing, he acting a fool. We're creating a frequency. I'm burning sage. I'm burning sage because we're creating a frequency in here, and it's affecting Leo. I remember seeing the old episode. Every time we fuss, I think back to this, and I don't know why. Because I don't want to become the old couple arguing. It sucks. But I saw an episode of Chef Roble years ago, and his sister was talking about the two older. I didn't even know they was that old here. Maybe one looked to be in his 40s. Were they both in their 40s? I have no idea. But it's Chef Roble's sister. That was a good show. Bravo. Why did Bravo take that off? Any event. I think Chef Roble from Brooklyn, from New York. Listen, they took it off the air, and I thought it was a pretty deal. I know they had some ratings. See, you get political. They take off who they don't like. You know, it's some personal shit. They don't even care if it's generating fiat. Anywho, she was arguing. She was talking about how they was fussing and arguing like too old, like an old couple. And I think they were like in their 40s or 50s. I know old is relative. To young people, 40s and 50s is old. But I think she was in her 30s when the show came out. I think. But in any event, every time we fuss, I go back to that scene in that show. That was years ago. I think Maria in New York thing. Do you know how long ago I saw that episode? So that's telling me that we are becoming that old fussy couple. Oh, but that's not sexy. Ugh. But you have Mars and Libra, and I've never felt your Mars and Libra. Till now. I'm gonna look at my book. I'm looking at my love cards book and see what kind of transits you're going through. I am dealing with Mars and Libra. Now, it's fears. And I wish you would stop the foolishness. Oh. Anyway. My point, y'all, is I've always been behind with party planning. You know how many parties my mother would come in and be like, move, 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 and just take over and clean the house like Wonder Woman and get the food and get everything together. And I'd be standing there looking like, how did she do that in record time like this? Thank you, Mama. And pull the whole party together for the babies. I don't know what it is. I'm just a leisurely lady, a fourth house. I don't know. I don't know what to call it. I don't. Walking all around Manhattan came from being leisurely. Sometimes I fall asleep on the train. This is high school 80s, y'all. I went to high school in Manhattan, lived in Queens. If you're not from New York, you probably don't you just got to take the train into different boroughs. But in the event, and just being leisurely on the train, always reading some sort of astrology or spiritual book. This is high school now. You get them out the library. Back then, I ain't spending my allowance on no doggone books. I only got $5 a week. I couldn't wait to get an after-school job. Oh. But the library, I go get them out the library. And so into the book, I would miss the train stop for Queens. I mean, a train stop for school. And then you can cross over because you got to be a school pass for your train pass. I think we have buses for that. Anyway, it was one in the same. This is the 80s, y'all. You can cross over to the other side, take the train back a couple of stops and go on to school. I did that a few times. And one time I must have went upstairs to cross over to across the street and do that. And it was such a lovely day. I said I should just walk to school. You're a teenager. You got this energy. When I got into the zone and the rhythm of walking around Manhattan and window shopping, that was it, honey. I was hooked. I played hooky in junior high school too. But the hooky playing in junior high school was mostly spent at home looking at soap operas. All My Children, One Life to Live, making food and carrying on. And then kids get wind that you're doing that. Your house become the hooky house and the girls come over. Eating up my mother kept a stock pantry. When you're young, you don't think you're being taken advantage of. I don't even know if the girls thought they were taking advantage of. They were, homegirls. No guys, usually girls. Because if we heard of hooky parties with guys and girls, co-ed shit, I'm like, fuck around. That's how I'm fuck around and get pregnant, them girls. I'm like, you don't do no co-ed hooky parties? What do you think them little niggas gonna be trying to do? You don't know. One time the Con Ed man came to check the Con Edison. I was looking at the Foundation channel, y'all, old school hip hop. Jaquan Peace to Jaquan. Oh, he's so thorough with the research and everything. But who he was just talking about said fight the Con Edison. He said, if you're not from New York, that's the. And he explained what it. I forgot who said that. I was married to a hip hop music producer, y'all. How do I forget who said fight the Con Edison? I can't ask Papa Bear. He's jazz. He's much older than I am. But now I feel like we're the same age the way we fuss. No offense, Papa. You look good, Daddy. You got more energy than me. If any consolation, I mean no harm. Because, you know, they didn't program us with this ageism in this world. Isms, racism, ageism, sexism, ugh, the isms, you know, in that respect, the icky isms. But what is the, who said fight the Con Edison? Nah, I get sidetracked like that. What? Oh, the symphony. The symphony, that's the song. No, Jaquan, like, never mind. And in the event, yeah, the Con Ed guy came over junior high school playing hooky in the house to check the meter. Now, if he can't just get to the meter downstairs on his own, I don't know, how did my mother leave the door open? You got to go to the basement back in the days. And in the event, so you knock on the door and you come downstairs and check the meter. I mean, he was a cutie. And young, and if we're in junior high school, he looked to be in his early 20s, but it's still technically on, that's a grown-ass man. We in junior high school. There was some high school girls in the house. But oddly enough, it was like only 2 high school girls. We was trying to surround him. And the other high school girls was like, y'all go on, keep playing with that grown man if you They knew, like, okay, y'all gonna be dumb as if shit. But we wasn't gonna do anything. But when he threw that utility belt down to the floor and said, what's up? I mean, like a deadly, dead cold, serious, so what's up? We were scared as hell. We backed out. We fell back. We backed out. We was like, oh, shit. Because, you know, we was trying not to let him out the house. You know, if you've been in somebody's house and the pet won't let you out the house. Not that we were little puppy doggies, or, you know, cute little poodles. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if you've been in a little cute poodle household, they be like, they block the door. Some won't let you in. Depends on the personality of the dog. There's some dogs that won't let you out the house. What's going on? So it was something like that, like trying to hold his. Now I know about energy and stuff. Maybe we just wanted to hold his energy in the house because it was yin and yang. He's the only male in the house at the time. And cute is all out damn doors. And worked for Con Edison. Ain't that benefits? Junior high school. And I remember he was looking strangely. He didn't ask, like, what are they doing home, man? Why are they not in school? Then he must have thought, like, oh, a hooky party. Because I told you he looked to be in his 20s. And we was trying to block his exit. And it looked like he was trying to go around us, you know, Then he just relented and threw down that damn utility belt and took off his jacket and said, so what's up? You know, like if you was about to get ready to fight. That's the Heracahootie. Those who study, you know Heracahootie, okay? I ain't know Heracahootie in junior high school, but thinking back, I'm like, oh, that's Heracahootie. Heracahootie governs fighting, fucking, sports, you know, physical shit. So the same frequency of when you taking off your well, back in the 80s, I don't know, do people still have fair fights? I don't know. Taking off your coat and stuff to get ready to, you know, to get busy with them, with the knuck of your buck stuff. That was the frequency, but it was still a romantic twinge. Like, if y'all want to do something, do it. What's good? I was like, Jesus Christ. No, we were scared. So we dispersed and parted like, you know, the Red Sea pause. No, you know what I'm saying? No pun. And he was able to pick up his utility belt and jacket and left the house. We was like, was he going to take on all of us? And my friends was like, I think so. But back to Mommy's Pantry. Lord, if that's the title of a cookbook, oh, don't bite. Oh, Jesus. I hope nobody who cooks is looking to this. If you bite, bitch, I'll put a hex on you, bitch. But gosh, I should publish my mother's recipes together. But she don't even remember. They taste so good. Like, I don't know what I did. I put a pinch of this and a pinch. I'm like, Ma, oh, this is being my Aunt Martha too. Was my great aunt. She cooked like that too. And people think you front or trying to be cagey and withholding. And I find myself cooking like this. You better get it while it's good because I won't remember that. It won't be the same exact thing because I just don't remember. You know, a pinch of this, a sprinkle of this, a dash of that. You don't remember? Oh gosh, my mother's cabbage is 3 color, the purple, green, and another darker green. Oh, mommy's tricolor cabbage. Oh, yeah, my mommy, she like, I don't cook like I used to. I don't cook no more. I'm like, Mom, you do. You just gotta focus. Her food in Harlem was good too when I was a little girl. She made a pistachio cake. It was green. Oh gosh. I remember that cake my whole life. Isn't that something? You know how good a cake gotta be for you to remember it your whole life? Oh my God. Like Aunt Lee's pecan pie. My brother, man, his Aunt Lee. Oh gosh. On his father's side, you know. Oh, the pecan. Nobody makes a pecan pie that good. Oh. It's the best of my whole life. I'll never find a pecan pie that good. And she'll even bake them on own. She'll only bake them at Christmas Day. And she'll give you the whole pie. You know what it is to be a little chubby girl and somebody give you the whole pie for yourself? First, I had slices sitting in the house at Christmas. And then you go home, here, baby. She give you a whole, because she knew I loved them. God. Oh. You know when people in the death row, they what's your last meal, and they want something from a restaurant? No, no, no. Can y'all please go get Aunt Lee's pecan pie and my mother pistachio cake and my mother's cabbage, please? Yo, what? Why they don't? Can you get food from people they know can cook? I mean, they bring it from a restaurant. Ain't nobody in your family get busy. Oh man, but I think that would be some sad food though, because they probably crying all in the food while they cooking it. And then she want my pie. You know that'd be some sad pie probably. But can you make sure they happy while they baking it? Can they just please? Can you look at something that's that cheers you up, like the Odd Couple sitcom? That cheers me up. I'll look at that and I'll feel better. Look at something to make you feel better and then go cook it, please. Oh, please don't make a sad cake. So, I got on this topic. It's 30 minutes in. In any event, y'all, the paparazzi, I told you, if you don't like eccentric people, don't click on this shit. How many times I got to keep telling D-tricks and hate-tricks? That's what I say for haters is hate-tricks, detractors is D-tricks. I get bored with words. I'll twist it and I'll season them. I'll, remix them. That's it. Yeah, I'll remix a word in a minute. On auto, yeah. That's fertile mind, Never mind. The paparazzi party, nice. T-shirts, I think they were expensive. Oh, jeez, gosh. I know they were. Papa paid a grip, and we brought the T-shirts to them from, no, because Edie would be like, it's free advertisement. Yeah, I'm like, oh my heavens. And when he said the price over the phone before I saw the shirts, I'm like, maybe it's some beautiful silk screening, maybe some, fancy lettering, or when I tell you regular letters, but I will still keep the shirt forever because it's like a warm souvenir of, you know what I mean? And I wanted the month and the year to come further down the shirt, like some space between. But I guess I didn't indicate it. I just $80, y'all. I'm gonna say the price. Yes, $80, $79 and change to put the lettering on the shirts like that. I'm like, and we brought them the shirts. Brought with the R, bring. We brought the shirts into. Y'all know an affordable silk screener? Let me know. See, tell me something. Two ladies that's in the Heisters. I forgot the names are. Hey, see, I'll email you to ask you the ladies' names to do T-shirts. And those ladies supply you with the shirt. Do you see what I'm saying? That kind of price till you get the shirt and the ride home. 80 daggone dollars. Who was saying this back in the days? My former friend and neighbor. She had passed it out. Oh God, she's 10 years my senior. So I saw her as a big sister coming up. She's in the memoir. We don't speak anymore. She's a pastor. I'm like, we got along when you were secular. I guess it's the whole pastor thing. Maybe it's the whole pastor thing, and she knows I still love her strong. That was weird. Y'all won't get that story till about the That's not gonna even be in the third installment. This memoir series. After the third installment, do I want to still write memoirs? I guess there'll be memoirs. Could there be a fourth? I want it to be one, Ayo 1, 2, 3. I want it to be 3. I guess there'd be a fourth, and I have no idea. Maybe I'm not gonna go past 7 with this memoir series. I know you like, girl. Can you just give us the first one? Where's the first one you want to say? But yeah, you'll get that story maybe in the 4th installment of what went wrong with me and the pastor in Maryland. This is tapestry. This weird shit. What's weird to you is one thing. What's weird to others is another. It's weird to me. It's what's weird to me. But I digress. But that was like a big sister back in the day. But I'm getting to the point. Click off. But anyway, I remember her telling me, not y'all, not my beloved Melaninytes. Y'all know how D-tricks and hatricks can be. You know why they don't have patience? Because Aries rules the ego. And Aries is a very impatient sign. Fire. Never mind. It's the Aries season video. Y'all check that out. But in any event, love it, Jay. Oh yeah, back in the days, there was a club in Manhattan. I was thinking about going to, not with her, with some other friends, and it was $80 to get in the club. And I was in my 20s, but I thought that was expensive even in my 20s. But I was like, $80 to get in the club. I don't know what it included, a free drink. I don't know. I think it was a free drink. Because I was saying that to her. I said, I think you get a free drink. She was like, a free drink? For $80, goddamn it, you should get a free ride home, a cab or something. I guess you had to be there. That chick was funny as hell how she put it. $80. Because back then it was $10 to get in the club. Most clubs in Manhattan. In the 90s. Yeah, she was my neighbor in the 90s. $10 to get in the club. In the 80s it was $10 to get in the club too. Maybe 15, maybe 20. It depends on If they have a celebrity guest, somebody about to sing or something, I don't know, but $10 was the standard. And then I heard 80. I even know how I was contemplating even going, but I told you I was married to a music producer. Um, Shout out to Mickey. So he had some sort of royalty check. I don't know. Something must have been fairly okay. It wasn't a Con Ed check that we used to pay regular bills. I tell you that shit. But something must have been fiscally okay in that moment that I was even considering. And she was like, "Oh hell no, I ain't paying no $80 to get no daggone club. $80? Wish I could rewind this one. Back to the paparazzi party. Let me close that out. This is gonna be another 3 hour. Yeah, y'all cooking. Yeah, do something else. You take me out gardening. I'm going to garden on a cloudy day. Well, the internet is global. I mean, I ain't got no everybody doing a cloudy day. But you take me out where you're doing something. You feel like being humored. Okay. So the close of paparazzi party. It was a great, great sisterhood. Fellowship and bonding and remind me to bring up bonding when you get to the RHOA recall. Kenya, oh god, should I go right in segue? But yeah, did I do everything I told my papa? It was more lovely. Thank you, T, and her family, and I feel endeared to her middle son. We drove to the package store T sent me, and sent us, and just lovely family, mama, lovely family. Anywho, and your baby, not your baby, your middle son drives really good. Papa, something burning? Don't y'all be scared to get in the car with teenagers sometimes. I felt completely comfortable because I had to go because I'm grown enough to buy the liqueur. But no, completely. I feel like you drive. I felt completely comfortable. My sons I feel comfortable with too. My youngest son, but I wasn't at first. I was scared. Well, my youngest son's a skateboarder. I don't know if he was trying to drive like skateboarding. I was petrified, but not trying to show it because I don't want to, break his confidence or anything. But now I'm comfortable with his driving. But back then, go seatbelt, okay, tighten your seatbelt. Hold on, I'm gonna get more smoothly. Hold on. Oh, stretch. Papa, why you didn't rub me down with the liniment last night? And the apple green alcohol. Oh, stretch. That should be near your ball. You gotta protect the jewels. Is it still cold? I think I'm gonna add ice to be cold. Proteins and then exclude subliminals. Big mama used to gain Willie. What? I should have put nutmeg. nutmeg go with strawberries? I should have had nutmeg. I need more powdered ginger too. Leo, please. Every time I walk, you want to walk with interwoven my legs. I can't walk. I know you love me. I love you. You gotta let me walk. All right, without tripping over. You see what I'm saying? Hey y'all, I'm back. I want to get a smoothie. Smoothie, strawberry smoothie. I didn't put nutmeg or ginger powder in it. I usually like, delicious. Now, on to the RHOA. Oh, before we get to the RHOA reunion season 10, part 1 recap, but just my take, feedback on it. Just call it feedback. That thing with that Michael rapper. What kind of ritual? I'm trying not to keep this. Oh, and in the other news about current events with the world. Before I go on to the RHOA segue. Leo, don't do that. Leo, What is wrong with you? Are you hungry? This is look like food. Go your ass. You ain't got no veterinarian bills. Do you have good sense? And cats supposed to be smarter than dogs. So they say in the videos when I study. Leo, go. This is not for you to be chewing on. Aren't you hungry? You had your breakfast. They said don't let y'all graze all day so you don't get a fat cat. Leo, go. Leo. So sorry, y'all. Well, hell, click over. You lost the patience. You probably did. It is. Hi, Melaninytes. The Melaninytes already know the cachet and the caveats and the personality of this channel. Yeah, you already know. Hold on, need a strawberry. Leo, why are you doing that? Listen, we don't own this carpet. What is wrong with you? You go somewhere? Jesus. It looked worn when they gave it to us. I want some new carpet. We had to shampoo, y'all. Did they even shampoo before they re-wrench it? And the paint looked weird. We need repaint. We need to re-carpet too. Hold on. Hell, we need to move out this bitch. I digress. Hold on. Smoothie. I added iron to it. Yeah, it's not as tasty as the first batch was. Listen, I need the iron, so it's healthy. Now, before I get to the reunion, that rapper person, you know, I paid him no mind all the years. You know, we've seen him in different things here and there. I'm just not no diss, but just indifferent. No thought one way or the other. And when I saw the Tribe Called Quest documentary, I saw him in two things that made me kind of have a somewhat, you know, okay vibe about him. He was in Ghost Hunted. The lady name is Kim. It came on TV. I forget what channel. Like Haunted. You know those type of shows like Haunted. I'm totally glued. I am enthralled with those type of shows. It's a Celebrity Haunted Encounters, something like that. I can't think of the name. It was a Celebrity Ghost Stories or something. It's something of that ilk. And he went back to his old high school. So I was like, oh, okay. So, you know, it added dimension to him because we live in a world that we're programmed to make people feel a way about those type of paranormal things. I've been called odd and eccentric since I remember, so I don't give a fuck how you feel about me with paranormal astrology. I don't give a fuck. Shit. You have your take on shit, I have mine. We don't live together. I don't pay your bills and you don't pay mine. I don't give a fuck. I don't understand the people that do give a fuck about people who don't do anything for you. It's just weird. You know? I care about what Papa feels about me. I care about what my offspring feels about me. And that's it. It's nice now. It's nice to be thought of kindly, especially from people who you think kindly of, because you know the balance there. You know what I mean? But it's not my all in all. I guess because I'm just too emotionally lazy. That's a lot of work to give a fuck. That gaff, ooh, that's a lot of emotional work. I'm emotionally lazy. Did I not tell you I'm a leisurely lady? It is what the fuck it is. But I like how he put himself out there, and all the ones who took part in those type of shows, because of the world we live in, you can be judged on that, you know. And everybody's not emotionally steeled up, steel as in STEEL, steeled up to handle that. So that again, I was maybe okay, maybe it's cool, He's cool with telling this high school story with the ghost. So it was that. Leo, please, what are you doing? It was that. Oh my, I'm just, y'all. I should call this Distractions TV, because you listen to this, I'm sure to be distracted. Just here in the house, ain't this a bitch? Anywho, I guess some people say, well, that's the what makes it so. I guess it's definitely a either you like it or you don't. The distractions. Some people think the quirkiness is fun. I don't know. You know, tomato. Hold on, potato. Yo, I done messed up my strawberry smoothie putting iron in it. It's okay, but the first batch was sweet and good. Now I can taste the iron. I need it. Leo. Let me ignore him. Okay. I don't want him tearing up my shit. You see what I'm saying? Back to the point. Oh God, what was the point? What was I talking about? Papa, what? He got headphones on to tune me out, looking at your movies. He's a sci-fi addict. Well, Papa, he's in something violent. Why you always looking at that stuff? Oh, what was I talking about, y'all? This bitch. Oh, the rapper porn Kenya shit. Okay. So that was that. And then to come to find out he did the Tribe Called Quest documentary. So I'm like, he's a hip hop head. So those two items made me look at him with texture. Before it was just I'm indifferent to a lot of popular people and what's called celebrities and luminaries. And a lot of them, some I do have an affinity for, some I don't. Because I think the stuff or the ones they keep putting in our face could be distraction. I'm already distracted enough. I need to be distracted. The forced distraction. So I was like, okay, cool. And then this thing with him and Kenya on Twitter. Now, listen. Ain't he a native New Yorker? But he's still a native New Yorker from a different culture. So Kenya is of an age where she knows. Because you're a little girl and you come outside. Then when you're little, I know she's from Detroit, but when it's still north, but it's not even just where north or south or east or whatever. It is her age that tells me she knows a man's man, a real, what we would deem, because I know real is relative, what we would deem a real man. That's got to be weird for Kenya to even, whatever beef she's had with males, adult aged males on this show as a result of this show, must totally bug her out. Well, she's born in 74, 71, whatever it is. I know she's old enough to know a man's man. If you're not clear on what kind of man I'm talking about, and I'm not touting or lauding their professions, I'm not. I'm talking about their ilk, their nature. Leo, what the name of Jesse James? I guess he got a human himself too. I don't know. A Bumpy Johnson. They have the audiobook on here. You check that out if you're young and you don't have any idea. I don't want to just keep saying alpha male, because now that phrase is being well worn. Bumpy Johnson whole crew. Oh man. Even when something happened with maybe deemed weak or soft, that nigga still was manly. When Bumpy was throwing the rocks at the guy who drove 10 hours to pick him up from jail. And Bumpy Scorpio would rather take the bus than get in the car with him. The nigga driving the car, still a real man. But I think he's the same one who held the gun on Red at the bar. The audiobook, y'all, free on YouTube. Catch it when they tear the shit down. Oh my heavens, that is my baby. I think because I would be able to let my guard down long enough to be vulnerable enough to fall in love. The other ones of those type of niggas that shall now, okay. Now, my point is with the Bumpy Johnson and his crew, that's like gangster world, but even the Malcolm X's, just Kenya's old enough to know a true man's comportment. No real man is going to initiate a catty fight with a woman. He's just not going to do it. It doesn't even cross his mind to do it. If a man has the emotion, I'm not saying there were men back then that didn't argue with women. Chances are she started the shit, and then there's some sort of emotional chances are, please, Dietrich. There's an emotional tie there. It's his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend, or the women in his family. Have they argued about mommy or money or something? There's legitimate emotional attachment to this woman. So thus he has emotions for her that can get stirred. But a random on Twitter, yeah, he's a popular figure. Sure, he has his own fan base that he should be focused on. I don't know what the fuck. ugh. They say he married to a sister. And what the fuck? That goes to that gives credibility to what some psychologists say haters are. All a hater is a confused admirer. That gives credence to that right then and there. Okay. Sarok, shout out to her. She said it in one of her songs too. All a hater is a confused admirer. Because no sane person is mentally obsessed over someone or some people that they are reportedly repelled by, to the point that you have to initiate beefing with them. I'm not saying I'm not questioning MR's sexuality. I don't know. I don't even give a shit. But I say this with care and sincere psych 101 reflection. A presumably heterosexual man of his age, he's not even young, where you could think maybe it's the GMOs, maybe it's soy. I heard they trying to confuse the kids in school. So I don't even know if he had those blurred academic lines or the diet, or he's of age too to know. They're weird. Either he's covertly being paid to act ass with Kenya, or something else is going on. Weird admiration. He don't know what to do. So, remember what 50 Cent told Oprah in that interview? Y'all can find it if you don't know. He said to her, this is not verbatim, it's paraphrasing. He said, I'll become your enemy if we can't be friends. I'll become your enemy so I can fit in, or something like that, so I can count or fit in. And I'm thinking I'm showing with he says everybody want to be counted or something. Listen, MR, and if Tribe Called Quest let you do the documentary, you must have appeared cool to them at some point. I don't know what the fuck happened. I imagine your name is Michael. Those who study Archangel Michael knows why I'm saying that. I don't even know if Archangel Michael would attach himself to Michaels that act like that. It just, oh Jesus, hold on, y'all. Smoothie. Yeah, no man worth his salt and manhood initiates a catty sparring match with a woman. I know I'm being redundant. I don't give a shit. It's my channel. It's my outlet. I couldn't believe what I was witnessing. And when he went to shake her hand, did you see? It's like the vampire or the parasite. I'm not calling him that per se. I'm just saying that frequency is vampiric and parasitical. They have to have some sort of physical, some kind of physical contact with you. They just got to have it. And they know you won't give it to them voluntarily. You're repelled that they initiated hostilities with you. What the fuck? It's one thing for her to have catty sessions with another woman, but a male? Ooh. And again, a presumably heterosexual. I'm not saying this to be tongue-in-cheek or condescending and facetious. He appears to be heterosexual for all these years. So you can't say, okay, it's just gay flame and gay twang. No, this is a heterosexual man doing catty shit. Ugh, just icky on so many levels. People keep touting how she got him back, and I'm confused as why they was even arguing to begin with. She ain't never wronged you. The villain on the show. Nigga, you watched the show? Oh, and I say nigga with a compliment. What did I say? Wigger, you actually watched the show? Jesus Christ. How do you know she's the villain? Are you watching it? You watching the show? Oh my heavens. When I met Papa Bear, he didn't know what a Sex in the City was, because I'm like, you caught your date. You want to go to the movies? Let's go see Sex in the City. He was like, well, what is that? He thought it was something near porn with that title. I'm like, no, Papa, I wouldn't want you to take me to no Triple X. I don't go no damn on Triple X. I had to explain to him. So it's not. I don't know any Papa Bears or his friends and any grown men that watch these shows. I'm not saying that there's none on the planet that do, but just how you know she the villain on the show? And Ashy, what are you looking at her feet and looking her up and down? I didn't see any Ash through the TV screen. What is it, a melanin envy? Because your Ashy doesn't show, or can you? I know you can get it, Ashy, but could it be a melanin envy thing type of thing? And you're biting Portia, another woman, you're biting her line, and from years back. So you watched that episode years back, or did they feed you? Did Bravo secret brass feed you this stuff? How powerful, if that theory is true, how powerful is Kenya in their eyes that they got a sicker male on her, an adult male? Honestly, let's get the Psych 101 in. Not another female, like, okay, the females only, they don't see me working. Let's find a male. Who, not who she was. Let's do it in proper mathematical order of events. Who initiated beef with her on Twitter. And man, they hate on Kenya like they hate on Shantae Moore and Mariah. I gotta look at all the astrology charts. Yeah, because there's something astrological that strengthens their resolve that certain hidden entities period may not really like. That was a weird ritual there was. Him wanting, those who study psychology, him wanting to shake her hand at the end. Oh, Kenya, you have Florida water spritz? Or did you sage your hands before and after? Just spritz your hands. I would have wore gloves. You got to come out, not boxing gloves, but little white dainty gloves, because you just, you don't know what you're walking into a setup. Just ridiculous rancor. Just ratchet rancor. Just ridiculous. Oh, and dickless. No balls. Never mind. Again, y'all, young people, find Bumpy Johnson and just stare. Find, you be like, oh, manhood. Find, yeah, because they were envious of those two. Find Jim Kelly. Could you imagine Jim Kelly picking a cat fight with a woman? It's not gonna happen. No. Who else? Ooh. That whole Bumpy, I could listen to that book. I read the book and could listen to it. When he told them the writings on the wall, he said, well, we be her racers. Oh! Tata's perky pouch moist. We be her racers. You hear what I'm saying to you? Even Madam St. Clair, blessings be upon your spirit, mama. She said, what kind of men are you? You let them come in here and take over your bed? Yeah, I was like, tell him, mama. Tell him. Hold on. Anyway. Oh yeah, back to the Psych 101 part. Probably smoothly. When Mickey Howard's son was coming out the airport, how does paparazzi know your flight and stuff? See, people say, oh, don't believe in the Illuminati, that's just a myth. You gotta have airline information. Who's feeding the paparazzi the airline information to know the show? Oh, they probably just hang out at all the airports. Whatever. But Mickey Howard's son was coming out the airport. I think it's still on YouTube. I'm not sure. And paparazzi was harassed. I'm mad the jewelry company called himself paparazzi because I ain't got no paparazzi energy or desire to act like that, following people around taking pictures. So I had to put. I'm gonna do a paparazzi video in a minute. Y'all see some of the jewelry pieces. But in any event, what I gonna say? I forgot. They'll come back. But in any event. What I finna say? Oh yeah, Mickey Howard's son coming out the airport. They were because he. It was reported that he was allegedly Michael Jackson's biological son, and Billie Jean Billie Jean turned out to be Mickey Howard. I think that's something her nickname. You can YouTube and not YouTube, but you know, internet find all the details with that if you're curious. But you know, instead of them. They didn't even have to. I was like, stop an interview on Mickey. It's just icky. Leave people alone. If you're sane, why are you bothering people? In any event, so they're bothering him coming out the airport, and he's still trying to be respectful and things of that nature. So he finally makes it. Cause I'm like, Lord, where's his vehicle? I'm hoping his Uber or car, whatever, comes soon. Just bothering this baby. I mean, like vampiric parasitical energy to boot. Y'all seen the film Climactica? Check it out. When they go and talk about the ego, they describe it as parasites feeding the host. Climactica, must have probably seen that scene, but they know the film came out way before the scene with the baby. So as soon as Mickey Howard's son finally make it to his car, the Caucasoid camera person just gotta have contact. Like it's attachment spirits, like a vampire in the neck, and so he asked him for some dap. Like he doesn't owe you anything. What is, and he gave it to him, still trying, like Kenya gave him the handshake. Watch vampiric energy, y'all. They just have to have something. Like, ooh, I don't want any physical contact with someone that repels me. And you're behaving like the person repels you. So why do you want physical contact? I know in Libra handshake, because it's Libra, Gemini hands. I don't know. I'm going to figure this out astrologically. Why that's even necessary to a vampire. Just, ooh. In the event. Y'all think about Lauryn Hill's song? You heard that song with Vampire in the title? Hold on, y'all. Chill, Dietrich. I just asked if they heard the song because that's what Spirit came to mind. You close the door? Is everything okay?
I'm looking for gloves. I want hanging.
Oh, I took them with me to T's house. They in the bag in my room. I didn't use them.
I need them.
All right, I'll find. They in the bag in the room. Bring out the gray bag. That's the only pair of gloves. I thought I was gonna need the gloves. I'll find them. Don't we have 2 pair? Papa, I'll find them. Give me a minute. I'm trying to finish the video. It's gonna be another long one. I don't like having multiple videos. You know what I mean? I'm hoping my subbies match the video count. I know that's my ego. I gotta stop it. But I don't want to have multiple videos. And it don't match the subby count. I know you like, who cares? Who gives a shit? I know, Papa. And I like to be the queen of gaff. Give a fuck. No, don't give a fuck. Is it A-A-D? Idgaff. Idgaff. Yeah, I like to be the queen of Idgaff. You know, but I don't know, just mathematics, numerology in me. I don't know. Hold on, babe. Anyway, y'all, hold on. Let me get the bag. Papa need the gloves. Oh, hold on. What click off? Hell, shit. Oh, hold on, Melaninytes. I'll be back. I know y'all patient. Y'all already know the protocol for these videos. It's still cold in April. When is it going to get warm? When is it going to feel like spring? The saying is April showers, May flowers. But heavens, the saying it never been April cold, ass cold. May flowers, that's not the saying. Ooh, cold as a cootie brown. Shout out to Kaya. All right, now. Hold on. Bob, you know one thing about having a baby versus having a pet? A baby, I could find the gloves and go, here, give this to your daddy. I find the gloves, I can't give them to Leo, say, here, give this to your daddy. C was like, she's a kid, I work kids. It was too cute. I said, Lord, they do have the energy. And I think that's adulthood, because when I was a kid, the adults workers too. I like the adults who give you a little $5 after you done work and sweat and carry it on. $5, or take you to the corner store, get you a hero sandwich. Me and food, I'll tell you the history of food. Snack, I'm a snack girl though. I like food. It was crunchy and stuff. I always want to crunch. Spice and crunch. I can't do spice. My palate won't do the spice like it used to. I'm gonna have to move that because he's gonna like it. Hold on, y'all. I'm finding the glove for daddy. No, that's not the gloves. This goes in 15 minutes. Just to be close to you, girl, for the moment, baby, for the sugar. Oh, I gotta give this top to T. Goes on to the beautiful purple candle. That's a good jar too. Once the candle melts down, that's a very good jar. Glass jar for other, repurpose it. If you like. Leo, why? Leo. What are you doing? I know you're an animal and you have to humor yourself. I get that. And you have to exercise. I totally get it. But I don't like this sneaky energy. Well, you're a cat. And cats are that serpentine sneaky energy, but it's still heebie-jeebie-ish at times, okay? Oh, those are clothes right there, right? I need to use them.
Those are the ones I use for dirty stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Let me make the distinction. Well, they're back. I didn't even use them. I thought I would need them. I didn't use them, okay? See, I stopped what I was doing and got it. Is that not nice? Isn't it nice or beautiful, cater? I cater to you. Baby, this is your day. Anything for my man. It's so much more. Oh, Papa Bear. Oh. I didn't use the black beans. I thought I was gonna put black beans in the dip. But Mama Cheryl said no beans. No black beans. Just Rotel, pasteurized cheese, and salsa. But don't you usually see black beans in that dip? Oh, he got his headphones on now. Jeez. And what's in Rotel? Is it spicy? Because the thing was kind of spicy. It was good. I liked it. Damn, I wish I had took more. I had just bought 3 to-go bin thingies. Those Swedish meatballs. Papa, we gonna make those meatballs. Just to make them. I think they're a great party food because you stick a toothpick in it and go. But, oh my heavens, they on my tongue palate. Tasty. I love when Mama Cheryl did it. Hell, I love it when I did it now. Now I know how to do it. Delicious. It's so fun, tasty food, you know? I love it. Mama Cheryl said to call them. Let her know how it came out. Probably close man. Oh wait, y'all, I'm back. And as usual, I forgot what the hell I was talking about. I want to find Papa the gloves. He need them. I need to tend to my man. Don't you tend to yours. Don't judge me. Oh. At commercial breaks, you know. Commercial breaks on TV. You'll have Wanda breaks or Wanda. I can't call it a commercial break. I ain't mind this channel ain't monetized yet. I don't know. I'm gonna do that. Will it be worth it the way they demonetize people? When you hear the stories, they could just not like the video. You totally complied with the quote-unquote community guidelines. And because they don't like the video, your content, or what you just said, even though it's in total compliance with the daggone guidelines, they'll still demonetize. Or what Lovely T said, they just made one of her videos private, the one she did on Vegas, that Vegas thing. That's another thing, y'all. I'm so aware of what's going on in the world. I just, again, this channel here is for my outlet. I doubt a conscious person would be drawn to this channel anyway, but yeah, no, that's my ego. Sometimes, like, what they call conscious and woke and aware, people try to clown those handles. I'm like, there's some study shaming going on. AR got her slut walk and don't slut shame, and I think we have our don't study shame. Yeah, she has a slut walk. We need our study talk. Yeah, First Amendment. We should be able to have our study talk. And there's entities out there that will shame you for studying. They just trying to make smart people feel bad. I don't think it worked because we already, you know. Yes, I'm putting myself in that box. There's others that put me in that study box, but we already think outside, you know, that proverbial prescribed box. And we're like, come to bullshit. Yeah, because it's illogical to shame someone for studying. To us, it is. I'm like, who shames a person for studying? But it looks like that's the course that certain entities are going. Let's make them feel bad for thinking. Can we make thinking a crime? Can we become the thought police? It's just, ugh. But in the event, they surely did, she told us they made that video private. I'm like, I'm glad I saw it when I did. You don't even think to save some videos to your hard drive? I know back in days, my friend was like, if you like a video, save that shit before they take it down. Download that bitch to your, please, before they take it down. And I'm like, damn, I didn't even think to do that with them. I don't even know how to do it. Really, I have to ask Papa to come help me for videos I really, really like. So you have them in case it's, you know, becomes magically going off the YouTube thingy. But my point is, I mean, for those reasons alone, how they'll decide, you know, cherry pick what get monetized and what don't, and make them even want to just monetize. Like, this is the reward is being able to have this as an outlet. I guess I have them all saved to my hard drive because yeah, they got rid of Black Child channel. What the fuck? Oh my heavens! And he had good videos. In the event, yeah, all my videos are saved. So yeah, in case, you know, in the future they try, I got my videos. Hallelujah. Yeah, but yeah, it's just for me, it's just outlet, outpouring, you know. Um, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, back to Rappaport in Kenya. Yeah, but there was that's the same frequency. The handshake he wanted, and the dap, whoever that person was that wanted from Mickey Howard's son. Even with Erykah Badu at the airport, and what adult ass can they see your hat? If you don't have a close personal connection to the person, why on earth do you want to see their hat? If you don't work at a restaurant, certain restaurants you go in, they ask, not even the ladies, that's another thing. Certain restaurants you go in, they ask the men to take your hat off. Nice restaurants me and Papa have been to. He's been asked to take his hat off. But never the ladies is asked to take their hat off. One restaurant we went to, yeah. Because I remember saying, ladies? She said, unless you're wearing a fedora. I'm like, oh my goodness. It was an Indian restaurant. We've never been back since. I don't know if that's the reason, but I don't know. It's a nice decor, a nice restaurant. But, and the food wasn't nasty. I don't know. I just wasn't, we have no desire to go back there. But sure enough, she asked me and Papa to take our hats off. I thought I misheard her, so Pappy just took off his, and she was like, "Oh, ma'am, you too." I'm like, me, a woman, take her hat off? When, what country? When did they start that? She was like, it's just the rules. It's the restaurant rules. She said, unless you're wearing a fedora. But technically, isn't that still a hat? Oh, I couldn't believe it. But thank goodness I had, because you can have little mini dreads. I had, did I have the dreadlocks then? I don't know if I had them then, I'm not sure. But I had the stocking cap under that, under the hat, because I must have the whole dreads together under the hat. I was like, it was really crazy. I'm always with the spiritual and ritual trying to cover, hey, what's the metaphysics of this? And Edie was telling me, how, you wear a man will wear a condom when you're into something. Anything you can enter is a wound. So wearing a hat is equivalent to wearing a condom going into there. It's too deep. If you're not metaphysical, you wouldn't know what the hell I'm talking about. But that was how Edie broke it down to me, the whole take your hat off in my establishment or in my home, or never mind, we won't quote Edie. I don't know if I want to make this a metaphysical channel like that. You hear metaphysical driblets here and there, but I want this to be a fun channel for me to come and escape, if you will. But speaking about that, current events shortly, briefly, I like most of you, I don't look at the news very depressing. But if you're on Facebook, people do have posts that come down like, oh God, what is this cheese? So I tried to get on Facebook, check messages, get the hell off, get on and off, make post a number, thanks to the gods and deities of numbers, and they gave us to get the math so we would have truth per the teachings I sat for, Pythagoras and all of them. They said Pythagoras was melanated, more. Damn the images they show. That's what was taught to us, okay? And just as a gratitude and dua for math and why they gave it to us, so we would have truth and measurements. And mouths lie, math don't. What was told to us. Mouths, M-O-U-T-H-S. Mouths lie, math don't, M-A-T-H. Okay. Math, matter, mayat, balance. The math is in place for balance. I digress. But yeah, it's my purpose to get on Facebook, get off and on, check Facebook and check messages, and peek at what family's doing. Family you don't talk too often on the phone. Hold on. And then those short trips to Facebook. Sometimes you will see a post and you go, oh, God, jeez. Yeah, but our teachers told us years ago, go on a news fast. Don't inundate yourself with, too much negative news. Don't do it. And he told us why. Then The Secret, the DVD Secret came out shortly thereafter. And that guy, what was his name, James? He said the same of news, just negative, perpetual negative news. Will they ever give us, Nostradamus done told us it'd be 1,000 years of peace. If you ever looked at the Nostradamus documentaries and films, I'm like, well, when? Nostradamus when? And the age is over 2,000 years. So the girl's supposed to happen in the age of Aquarius. Well, when? I know we're on the precipice of it, but good Lord. Will they even let 1 year go by on the planet with just peace and harmony and wholeness and wellness and healing vibrations? Shout out to Sevon. Just 1 year. It seems like every year this just... And then they don't blame the person that pulled the trigger. They mad at the gun. They're blaming the gun. But it needs a human finger to pull it. I'm like, shouldn't the focus be on the mental health of the ones who's pulling these triggers? Shouldn't that be the focus? What is curious is why aren't there metal detectors in suburban schools? I'm from New York. There's metal detectors in urban schools where mass shootings never happen. There's violence there, but it's specific violence. The person or the crew was deliberately clear on who they got beef with. Not just indiscriminate shooting every daggone body and teachers too. No, that don't happen in the hood. But yet metal detectors are there. And from what I was told, the school taxes in the suburbs that homeowners are forced to pay are much higher. So wouldn't the fiscal allotment be there to install metal detectors in their suburban schools? Just being mathematically logical. But no one's raising that topic. It's weird what's being ignored and not said. And why isn't the gun shop owner interviewed that sold that type of weapon to a teenager? He wouldn't sell that to a melanated teen or melanated adult probably. So why isn't the gun shop owner being interviewed by the media, mainstream media? Manufacturers of these weapons aren't being interviewed either. It's weird. You read a lot of comments. You're like, I think they don't want law-abiding citizens to have a way or means to protect themselves via that Second Amendment. Specifically, melanated law-abiding citizens. This is in the comments, and if you do the math, it adds up. It makes sense. So, yeah, something is off something is just... Is what's not being said is what OTBs think about. OTBs out the box thinkers. What's not being said. You know what I mean? And it just... And another thing in the comments was so profound. If the people let them mangle up the Second Amendment, you don't think the First Amendment to be mangled up next? I don't think certain kind of bullies, I'm not trying to call anybody a bully, but you see if it's bully frequency to you, would just stop at the Second Amendment. I think they'll probably... What did Jesse Ventura say in one of his books? The Bill of Rights are in the shredder. They put that in the shredder. Yeah, I just think it won't stop at the second. If they can take the second. And I don't think they're going to take the Second Amendment from everybody. I don't think they're going to take that from Caucasians. I don't care what's being shown. Yeah. And they was, look at the Equalizer. You get some insight in the movie of Denzel. Any event. Yeah, the First Amendment. So everybody talking to be illegal. Thinking to be illegal. Probably reading books to be illegal. Again. Like Eddie Griffith said in one of his stand-ups, you better start reading while it's still legal. People laugh. It's just, where's the psychological evolution? This is so archaic and antiquated, and like their mind is not able to expand to the same space. It's, over 500 plus years. Where's the psychological evolution? Anyway, I digress. So I don't even want this to be this type of channel. But you just import some current events in there. Hold on. Yeah, but did I finish with the Kenya War and MR? Yeah, but I immediately thought of that. Mickey Howard's baby and Erykah Badu at the airport. I guess in how we were raised as melanated people, you don't ask for the way. Can you see somebody's hat? And Erica said, absolutely not. I think the video's still up. And they were offended. And she, she tried to clean up by saying, oh, your hands, are dirty. Your fingernails are dirty. They should have stopped at it shouldn't even never started. An adult wanting to see your hat. Do they ask Caucasians to see their hat? Strangers that they don't know personally? Oh, Erica. And then she's trying to be graceful, and they're going to follow her in the airport and get the hat anyway. I hope she puts some juju on that hat that would... The hat is fine with me and people that I care for, on who I will allow in my personal space and to touch my personal things. But anyone else, this hat will turn into a whole different frequency. I'm not saying that she did it, but I wonder if she did. I know I said hope, but I wonder if she did. That's strange. I know we were all raised differently. I've never seen my mama do it. Ask for somebody's hat to just see it. That your mom is your first teacher. She was the first God for me. So as a goddess, this little girl. What broke that spell was the Wiz ticket. But she did. Mom, I know you took me to the Wiz that week. You fixed it. I was in second grade, and her sister somehow was able to intercept. She went up to the job. My mom was at the phone company. And she was able to intercept, and it was matinee tickets. She was going to pick me up from school. And, oh, yeah, I read the memoir. But I was like, how, at 7 years old, how did that happen? Because my mom is a woman of her word, so I'm panicking. Like, if she didn't show up, I'm thinking something happened. Oh, yeah, I read the memoir. How that God status went to mortal status, which we are mortal beings from what was told us. I wonder if they made mortal from Moors some kind of way. Sorry, this thought just came to me. I'm thinking and looking at Oliver Stone's facial expression in his documentary on America, when he said they steal all the words and they steal all the meanings. Because even mortician and more, and like the, never mind. And I was in Virginia, they have something called Trashmore, and it's a park. I'm looking at my then friend, she's a Gemini. I'm like, why would they name a park that? Oh, it used to be a landfill or something like that. And I'm like, they made a park of that? Oh my. But why add the more? Why even retain the trash? Something odd is going on here. Very odd. But I digress. You read about that in one of the memoirs too. But being that she was, I don't know, she's still Jehovah's Witness, that former friend. But she's not an OTB. She don't likely study outside the box. No shade, she just don't. So she didn't pay the name of the park any mind. I'm like, that's an odd name for a park. I digress, y'all. But hold on. Like in the movie About last night when she threw the turkey out the window. I'm like, what is this? And never mind. Never mind. I done told you how the OTBs think, and that's how we think. You know, what's going on here. You like the turkey, the Moors, and what? Even the turkey vulture. Why would they name it that? Well, if you do the medicine cards, you know the turkey in the 30, is it 31? Never mind, because I'll get to just going on and forget. I know this is a JAT video, just a thoughts. You know, I got that from the Kid Furious thoughts, inspiration from that. Yeah, JATs, my JATs. Is this JAT number 2 or 3? I think it's 2. Anywho, Kenya, you've had the weather a lot, and we're gonna parlay. Oh yeah, and then back to MR with the picture of the ape. Apes are very smart. I know they use the monkey ape thing, and it's so old, like they have no creative mind space. But that's what happens when anger debilitates the mind. It makes it narrow. From the classes in biology class I sat in, literally physically narrows your mental field when you get angry. Especially angry that's nonsensical. Because she never did anything to you. You just don't like her. And that's fine. As humans, we all have our likes and dislikes. But to act on it arbitrarily when unprovoked. What is her mere presence on the planet? Provocation enough? No, that's a bully. That's a bitter bully. That's a barbarian bully. No one's wronged you, but they're just present, and that bothers you. God complex. Oh, God, what's the name? The Last Poets. God complex. Yeah, I find that song. And find the song Stand. by Sly and the Family Stone, where he said that, you know, the tree, they knocked the tree down so the midget could stand tall next to the tree. Just think of midget as in spirit. You know, being the youngest race on the planet. Never mind, that's a whole nother topic. The youngest race on the planet will probably hate the oldest one, just envy its wisdom and its. That's why they used to call adults boys back in, you know, with the slave days. Because I'm like, is there age? Is there such a thing as age envy? You know, just, yeah, it just the hierarchy thing. Find Uncommon Warfare too. History Channel put that out years ago. Try to find that. And where the guy took a boat to find this kung fu master who had retired. And he's looking at the child like, I retired. What are you doing? But it's like the young, once you're crowned, the hierarchy thing. You pay them no mind. You're not blocking their progress. You're not even thinking about them. Even with the youngest that come at Nas and them, I'm like, is Nas even thinking about these people? It's like the youth feel maybe ignored and lashing out at that. I don't know. I can't explain it. But they don't want you telling, the youth don't want you telling them what to do or advise them unsolicited. But so, you know, clear the way. Do you, boo? And then the detachment from the elders is a subconscious psychological thing. So look at that with the youngest race and what they did to the planet. Y'all seen that video on there on Vice with the sisters? The sister, I think she's from Brooklyn. I don't know. She from the States though. And she took her life savings and moved down to Costa Rica. Find that. She has a retreat down there strictly for melanated women. But I think the retreat is expensive. I was like, let me save my coins. I'll get there. But when she said in the video, she said they've caused, and she said, hang out with other Caucasian people. You've caused enough damage. And causing, like, still doing it. But I'm like, she's brave to say that in that video like that. For Vice, is it the channel Vice? I think so. I think so. Because you know they must have good circulation. I'm like, oh, she's brave. But it's the youngest race is ruled by Aries. So that the downside of Aries is the destruction. You know, never mind. This will turn to a whole nother video per my Astro Pearls, and that's not why you're here. You're here for RHOA, right? Okay, RHOA. Kenya girl, you strong. And I think that your husband is conscious too, or aware or woke. Because when Andy said, he said to his colleagues, one of his colleagues, how he thinks that the show is a bad depiction of black women. I'm like, Mark Daly is woke. And Kenya's going to pretend that he didn't watch it or he didn't say it. Say that. Kenya, you got, see, this, Kenya, and I do like you. But I like you because you're the underdog. And you're smart. I like intelligence. I'm what they call sapiosexual. Y'all, it's nothing sexual like that. It's not carnal. Because Google the term sapiosexual. S, if you don't know, S is in Sam, A, P is in pearl, I is in ink, O is in orange. Sapiosexual. So highly astute people. Yeah, that's my get high. Intelligence and honest, in sheer honesty, that makes logical, sane, balanced sense is my get high in general. So, and then underdogs. I like to root for the underdog. You know, balance. Like Dr. Umar said in his video, I think one of the recent videos, he's talking about the Orishas. How, because he lords, L-A-U-D, he lords dark hue, melanated rich hue, somebody gonna type on his comments that he's a dark-skinned supremacist. These people are getting crazy. What the hell is that? Oh, Jesus. He said, no, it's balance. Where the majority is touting light skin and melanin recessive, they, you know, touting that and celebrating that. I'm like, no, it needs to be balanced. I want to celebrate dark hue too. Paraphrase. It's in the video. Y'all can find it. So that's me. If everyone's touting these people over here, well, if I must tout at all, let me tout the underdog. You know what I mean? You ain't harm no children. You get my vote if you being, you know, pegged as the underdog. Well, that guy said villain. I'm like, villain? Did she rob a bank? What the fuck? You know what a villain is in the dictionary? The villain. She didn't rob a bank. She didn't lie on Candy's, talk about no sex dungeon. She didn't steal from no Delta retiree checks. Villainous is still in the Delta retirement payment checks. Michael Rappaport. That's a villain. Okay, what Apollo's in there for, and we think he was schooled by his wife to do that. That's called villain. Okay, and she's a Scorpio. What the? You need to look up villain in the dictionary, Michael Rappaport, please. Somebody tweet him the dictionary meaning of villain. I'm like, well, what did she do? Did she rob stagecoaches up? Did she harm children? What is a villain to him? Oh my goodness! And I love when he was bringing up the Kimberly Fields thing. And Kenya was like, I don't have the power to. I'm paraphrasing. She's like, I don't hire and fire for the show. I love that she was being logical. People's getting into the catty twang. I'm like, how did she get Kim off the show? What is he talking about? Just grappling at straws. And it's not just with him. It's with anyone you have beef with that may be from a lesser intellectual standing. They'll start pulling at straws and saying non-germane things, ad hominem and ad nauseum. Intelligence is sexy. That's what wins. On a spiritual plane, that's what wins. How Mayat likes to balance things. Can you make sense? What? Oh, you yanked her chair. You pulled her chair. Well, Portia pulled her hair. When you see Portia, do you call her a villain for pulling hair? You don't. And assault, ain't that assault and battery? That's like one of the criminal books as a no-no. I don't know if yanking chairs is one of the criminal books, but pulling hair definitely is. What the fuck? Hold on, let me get a smoothie on. Can you? I just want you and Mark. I know, who gives no gap, no gaps about my wants and desires. That came out wrong, but just bear with me, indulge me. And you must notice you're highly astute, but you and Mark should have been on a better communicative rapport before you did the reunion. You should have known that he said that to a colleague at Bravo. Now, what if the colleague was someone trusted that he would just forget that was said? Because how could you not know that Andy would use that against you? I'm like, she's not aware that Mark said this to somebody at Bravo? I felt for you in that moment. I did. The yellow was pretty. Oh, God, the looks were... I thought everyone looked nice, but Kenya, that dress was gorgeous. And the shoes. And I like how the shoes matched the earrings. Just, a little accentuated like that. Absolutely gorgeous dress. A yellow. You must be Oshun. And Beyonce is too. I think that's why Beyonce gave you that shout out at the football. The Super Bowl all those years ago. I'm gone with the wind fabulous. Because I think she knew you was Oshun too back then. Okay. I say Oshun. I think so. I do. You've been giving us too many yellow teas for too long. And Cynthia gave us yellow for that birthday party. Cynthia gave me Oshun teas too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know. I know y'all know. Portia got that Count Dracula thing going on. A little something with that big purple. What's that movie Eddie Murphy did back in the days, y'all? With Angela Bassett, Count Dracula in Brooklyn or some shit. Giving teas like that, the Count Dracula shit. That crushed purple. I think she envies y'all friendship too. Portia envies, it's my take, my channel, my video, my take. Well, I shouldn't attract no Portia stands over here, God no. But in the event, it was Scotty go through when he tell the truth about Portia on his channel. Peace, Scotty, if you listening. I don't know, Aquarius got patience listening through and through. We got to be cooking some food or something. You cooking when you're doing some kind of food? In the event, like doing something, gardening or some shit, and putting through the speaker. But in the event, I do believe that Portia envies their friendship, and I'm gonna tell you why. Remember back on the boat on Lake Lanier, and nothing was from what was aired, because we only go by what the hell is aired, and they edit up shit heavily. And she told Cynthia, go over there and get your best friend and something out of nowhere. I'm like, I think Kenny was trying to get the Shamia person off the boat, somebody off the boat. And she said it, in a condescending way, that's your best friend. Or I'm like, why are you focused on their friendship as far as rank as best or casual friends? She's focused on their friendship. Because not only are both beautiful women, Cynthia and Kenya, they're both intelligent. They both are highly astute, so their conversations must be highbrow. They have to be highbrow, and you can get a hint of that on certain scenes. Like this season, when at the table, when Cynthia told Kenya, well, even the haters got to take a break sometime. They got to go to sleep at some point. Paraphrase. I'm like, they have great dialogue, like supportive psychological dialogue. And Cynthia claims Pisces, but she gives me Aquarian teas too at times. Well, she's a February baby, and she's a 19. That's a prime number. You know, the 19 consecutive circles is the seed of life. That 19, man. Somebody wrote a blog on the number 19. Muslim woman. I gotta finish reading. I have to find it. I saved it to my hard drive here. Downloaded it. But any of it, I digress. Yeah, so I think that they both engage in very highbrow discourse and banter, and that makes for a very solid friendship. But I know people say, well, it wasn't solid, she didn't invite her. So it stands to reason that Kenya knows Cynthia better than we the VO know her. They all know each other better than we the VOs know them. You know what I'm saying? As colleagues, co-workers, castmates, they know each other. Even if they don't like each other, they still have being in person is a hell of a lot powerful than it is through the TV screens that we've seen these ladies over the years. So it stands to reason that they know each other. Do you see what I'm saying to you? From different angles, okay? Yeah, so I believe Portia's been scoping out their friendship for a while. And they definitely have something more than she and Shamia. I don't think either one of them would share each other's texts with the other ladies. I don't think. But there must be something there that led Kenya to believe that Cynthia can't hold water. Don't you hate that term? Oh, Jesus. I had a former friend, a bestie too, Leo Sag Moon. She told me that years ago. Well, I'm communicative. You can't hold water. I'm like, maybe it's not my water to hold. Maybe people shouldn't give me their water to hold. The holding water is heavy as hell. The water bearer does bear the water. I'm supposed to bear the water. It's supposed to flow out. You see my symbol? Do you see the symbol? I ain't supposed to hold the water. What the fuck? Pour this shit right out. It's heavy. No, I'm gonna bear the burden. I'm gonna bear the burden. Bear anyone else's burden. We all have our cross to bear. Your own cross to bear. Not that one cross, that one cross. No, fuck no. If you don't want it told, then don't tell it to me. If you don't want it told, then don't tell it at all. I was just reading. What you tell, the secret is told. If you don't have the discipline, I'm not even speaking to my former bestie. In general, humans. If you don't have the discipline and the self-resolve to hold on to your own tea, but you're going to pour the tea for someone else and say, and don't pour it for no one else. You hold the tea. You hold the burden of holding the tea. Even if you don't even pour the tea, let the tea sit there. Uncover it. It'll be evaporate eventually. By osmosis, that tea essence will get out. But even if you cover it, for how long, it will still evaporate eventually. So how about this? You keep your data in your own vessel. Keep your, what Trey said, that's on. Do my dirt all by my lonely. Hold on to your own tea. If you don't want to spill, then you don't spill it. It starts with you, ground zero, okay? That's not, again, to anyone in specific. That's just in general. I don't understand that yet. It was a woman on New York radio. It was a BLS, beautiful voice. Was it Champagne? Oh my heavens, this was not that long ago, maybe 06. I know you're like, girl, that was long ago. Over 10 years. The hell you talking about? But they took her off the radio too. I think she turned out to be Caucasian. If you're from New York, was it Champagne? I was like, Caucasian? It's somebody on BLS radio, WBLS. Beautiful voice. Listen to her as a little girl, high school. Listen to her for years. Maybe she's part Caucasian. I don't know. But my ex-husband told me. He told me, Mickey, was she Caucasian? I don't know. I forget. I met Shayla because I worked at Circle of Sisters, back in the days. My agent, Capricorn agent. Hey, girl. She used to get me acting gigs and stuff, extras and things of that nature. And then she got me, in between those gigs, I would get like regular jobs. I worked for a rice company at one of the tables at Circle City Sisters. I met the She Thins table. She Things was not Saul. What's the baby name? Not a baby. I'm saying Spinderella. It was a fun day that day. And Isaac Hayes was right next to my table. He wanted me to make him rice. I was a nervous wreck making that rice. And I didn't even do it right. He was like, no, baby girl. This one, just the surrealness of Isaac Hayes talking to you. No, this is too salty. No, do it again. And then the guy I was working with, he was like, Isaac Hayes can go on with this. I don't know if he was jealous because Isaac was having an effect on me. But you know, he was my age, a little bit old, so he's old enough to know who Isaac Hayes is. And he was like, he can get on with this. You gonna make him a vice again? Because men have egos. Like, you ain't making a big deal out of me. Not that he liked me romantically, but you know, like, was he a Capricorn too? I know he was cool with the agent, but in the event, you know who got us gigs? Hold on. I mean, like, he can like go to her house, cool. Hold on. And I lost as an agent. My own fault. Being late, tardy. I was supposed to do the JFK had a magazine. He was gonna do plus size women. Like, I remember it was cover. She was like, "How could you miss this?" And I was waiting for a ride from a Sagittarian. I don't even want to say friend, but coworker, acquaintance. And I was sitting on the step of where I lived at the time, waiting for her to pull up. Oh, y'all read it in the memoir. And she never pulled up. Don't ask me. I didn't tell you fertile, imaginative mind. I saw this scene in the movie Blow. Get off the altar. Oh, Leo, you're disrespectful. Disrespect. Why are you on the altar? What? Forgive him, y'all. Spirit God. I shield you. Forgive him. I don't know why. He don't normally jump on the altar. I broke you out of that. So I thought. What are you regressing back to bad habits? Why is he jumping on the altar? I know. Shout out to Naima. She has a cat. Her cat magic. She said, you know they jump because when they jump up high, it builds their confidence. Well, he could jump up high on other things, not the altar. Forgive him, y'all. Maybe y'all don't want to do y'all mind. I'm going to do a card reading to see if they even mind. Maybe they don't mind him doing it. I have no idea. Anyway. Some people don't mind. My former friend, what's the name of the book? Bernie. I'm about to call her Bubby. Is she Bubby or Bernie in the book? Probably both. I don't know. She had a friend, Gemini sister, living on the Upper East Side. Hey, girl. She moved to Philly. She had beautiful cats from Africa. Beautiful. I mean, unique looking cats. Looked like they had diamond chokers. And, the Upper East Side. Don't you be happy we found melanated people? Because I always would just walk or trek around Manhattan all the time. And you look up at these pretty buildings, like, I wonder if there's any melanated people living up there, like the Jeffersons. And I find out there is one who's inviting you to a house, a Halloween party. But in any event, I went to. And then Bernie was mad I went. I'm like, I didn't know y'all got beef. I didn't know y'all had beef. She helped finance your thing at the Circle of Sisters with. Oh, y'all read the memoir, but in any event, for all the details, if you want to, it's up to you. But at the party, those cats was jumping up on everything. Tables where the hors d'oeuvres were. I'm like, and nobody was rattled but me. The whole party, this is normal shit to them. And now I know why, because like Naima told me, cats jump up high. Like, like real jungle cats out in the jungle. They jump up, they go up the mountains and everything. They like to be high up. That should tell you something about Leos too. Was the sun, Leos and self-esteem and the sun, yeah, that's major. It's major to them. To all of us, because the sun signs it. Never mind, I didn't get to astrology too deep. But you don't hurt Leo's pride. Oh no. But sometimes I'm like, how do you know if you think you're just being normal and regular? Oh, jeez. Hopefully Leos can be able to discern whether someone's intentionally trying to hurt them or not. Then you gotta find where the water is. Nothing. Yeah, you gotta interpret the natal chart. But in any event, enough about Leo, my cat, Leo, and jumping up. So I don't mind from learning that day at the party. That was years ago. What was it? Early 2000s? I went to that party. Yeah. I wonder if she's on my Facebook. I have to find out. I have to reach out to her on Facebook. The Facebook got it so constricted now. You keep seeing the same people. I don't even know if she's even active on Facebook anymore. I have to see if she's still there. First, I gotta remember her name. I know she's a Gemini. Didn't I tell you? I'm sooner remember your sign than your name. But very nice, sister. I won't say it. Oh, now I remember. I think I remember her name. It just came to me. I'm hoping that's it. Just to see how she's doing. The last I knew, she went to Philly. Listen, back to RHOA. And what was I saying about RHOA? How did I parlay from RHOA over to cats? And because Leo jumped on the altar again. Oh, I forgot the topic. Oh, jeez. Back to RHOA. The looks. Was I on to the looks? It was the looks? Yeah, Kenya looked the best. And then Candy. And I don't remember Candy dress per se, but Candy, your hair. who shining beautiful. Whoever did your hair. I never got into Candy's hair, but oddly enough, I like that look that everyone clowns. That red, sharp, they call it peacock. I thought that was, and she was slimmer then. I thought that framed her face nicely. I'm eccentric, so you know I would like something. I thought it was cute, but other than that, I never really got into Candy's hair or clothes. I just never did. No shade, because I threw fashion to the wind years ago, but I still know what it is. I'm a New Yorker from Harlem, okay, but I know what is when I'm looking at it for the most part, if it's dope or not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Candy's hair and Kenya's dress, awesome, awesome, awesome. Everything else was a bit over the top, too much. Nice, but too much. Cynthia's braid was beautiful. The French braid, that was dope. With the red dress, that was a bit much. Like she was in a Barcelonian love movie. It was too much. I know it was lights, cameras, actions in the film, but what can you say? I need more light. That was, yeah, work it out, girl. Okay, so you know what I'm saying. She's an act. You know when people can't refute what you're saying, or say you're lying, which I was very proud of you, Marlo. Didn't y'all hurt when two Aquarian sisters fought like that, Marlo? And Marlo, you're a brave Aquarius, because when you were in the sister circle and you admitted that Kenya still has you blocked, and I was like, Aquarius cares about that? Aquarians usually don't give a shit about nothing like that. I mean, sincerely, don't give a shit. Because they become detached and removed easily. But I'm like, Marlo either has a lot of water or some kind of earth in her natal chart, I have to say. The way she get money effortlessly, I'm going to say earth and water is nearby in that holy trinity somewhere. Ascended moon and sun. But to care about being blocked and some shit you started, because Aquarians would have that logic, like, well, I did say some greasy shit at the campsite. But when they showed Marlo in that scene walking back to the cabin from the campfire, she did look, and Sheree was like, that chick is crazy. You know, she walked back in the dark. I was like, you raised in the hood. Sheree, ain't you from the hood in Ohio? If you raised in the hood, you can walk in the dark. Well, in New York, we have street lamps, but you can just walk late at night to get home. I've done it. You may have a cute little switchblade in your pocket, but some pepper spray. But no, you gotta get home. Shit. What Mary J. Blige said in that interview years ago with her, Missy, Salt, and Foxy Brown. She said, you could strip me butt naked. I know I will still get home. I will still get home. And I took that. A lot of people took that as figurative, like you come in naked as a baby and you exit back, however they dress you or cremate you or whatever your family do. But you go back to source, just yourself, your soul, naked. That's it. You return to the source, recommendedly as you came. You can't go back unless you go back right. You know what I'm saying? The creator of the sun sent you one way, and that's the only way you can go back from my studies, from what I was saying. That's why this evolving thing is, they keep using the word, but it's vital. What Kirby said in Dead Presidents when Terrence Howard character was going out the club, the bar, he said, don't come back till you come back correct. I instantly thought of, spiritual ascension, returning to source. You got to return as you were, you know what I'm saying, before you got here. Yeah. Evolving. Shout out to the vegans. Never mind. Yeah, I digress. Anywho, so the ladies look nice. But those are the standouts for me. Candy's hair, Kenya's dress. And all the dresses were nice, but just too much. To me, for a reunion, I know it goes over the top of a reunion, but my heavens, like gowns. And I'm like, oh Lord, they going to the prom? And Marlo's gown. I guess Marlo like, well, where else could I wear this gown to? But it was pink and just it was a lot. And her fashion is usually impeccable. Did Sheree use that word? I think Sheree's also in a space too of depression. Speaking of the sweatsuits that she rocks, because if she truly loves this man, Tyrone, she loves him, that and being away from him. I don't know if they did the do or whatever, but your heart chakra is open. You don't necessarily have to do the do for the heart chakra to be open and you fall in love, and just the distance alone can make her just do the sweatpants. And girl, I've been there. I've hell, I'm there. I care about fashion, but I can feel myself getting back into it. But comfortable stuff, like, you know, sweatpants. Okay, you're doing plus size, girl, but you're a Capricorn, so they probably expensive pieces. If you're really doing it, they clout you in certain blogs that you ain't doing the sweatpants line. Hold on, Mrs. Smoothie. Anyway, back to Portia and zoning in on their friendship and trying to use an opportune time to drive a wedge through the friendship, like it said, and certain feedbacks. Okay, Portia, stop, girl, stop. Focus on you and Shamia healing and mending y'all friendship. She had no business showing those daggone texts. Okay, stop. And with Kenya talking about people's husbands, Kenya, why didn't you answer like this? This is a talk show. Through the confessions, they're asking me my opinions on certain things. If it's edited where only my response to their inquiries is aired, then that's how it's edited. It's a daggone show. The main ethos is everybody shading each other on Housewives franchise. That's the main ethos of the show, to be shady. Most of those things she's not even initiating. They started with her ass and she replied accordingly. Period. And again, the whole show was shady before Kenya got to RHOA. Why is her shade such a big deal when, again, the main DNA of these type of shows is shadiness? What the fuck? Can you please do the math with those responses? You're good at deducing and doing the math. I'm like, well, what kind of show is this again? What the fuck? Other husbands, oh Jesus. And those husbands talked about me too. That's what Kenya should say. They got their catty fever on. What the fuck? Mark has not talked about none of y'all. Not none of y'all. And if he's talking about the show overall as in being a poor representation of black women, that's just a general, his take on the general thing of the show. But individual, like zoning in on the individual to have a catty fight with them, no, Mark has not done that. You know what I'm saying? And she read about the nose ring since Tupac and Tupac was that dude. He's still a luminary god, a legend. So what the fuck? If you from New York, the gold booger, they call him a gold booger back in the day. The gold booger is very common in New York. What the fuck? It was then and it is now. But Sheree's not a native New Yorker. Tupac born in New York. That's where his thoughts were. And you know what, Mr. Daly, Tupac, Don Illuminati, Machiavelli, that's a great comparison. It just is. I don't know what she meant to compliment you, but we who love Tupac took it as a compliment. Okay, we surely did. Okay, what else in the reunion? I didn't even take notes I saw that T's house, which was pretty cool. Thanks, T. Usually I have to catch it, after the fact somewhere here on the internet. Usually. But, no, she has cable. And I saw it. The commercials were annoying. I was trying to figure out how to... But I got through it. Went and got snacks and went and got more Swedish meatballs. Oh, gosh. T, is any more Swedish meatballs? Those meatballs were good. To me, per my palate. Oh, God. C don't like the sauce. She said she don't like the sauce. I'm like, you don't like Swedish meatballs? Something about the sauce. I think she had plain meatballs. Huh? Shout out to C. But, and the white wine spritzer, that's good too. That was the high point of the, I must be a true foodie from way back. True foodie right now. Why is the high point of my party the Swedish meatballs? I don't know. Papa, ain't that a bitch? You would think that the high point would be the sales, but I was sweating putting the table together and the tablecloth and setting up the jewelry. The high point was venerating Oya. And those Swedish meatballs. I kid you not. I kid you not. And the pickles. Oh, my heavens. I love those butter. What they call them pickles again? Oh, my heavens, y'all. I got them right from the Dollar Tree. The butter and something chips pickles. I'm going to get another one of them things. Oh, my God. I can eat the whole jar by itself. Those pickles are the shit. Put a toothpick in, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my goodness. And I had these little baby forks. Shout out to Dollar Tree. Oh, Lord. I know Edie's like you gave them a free... Man, if you go on a good day where they well stocked, oh my heavens, The cute things you can find at Dollar Tree. They had these little baby forks. I was like, these would be perfect for meatballs. So between the toothpick or that baby fork for the meatball, oh my goodness gracious. Yes, I'm still thinking of the meatballs. Isn't that the goddamn shame? They still at T's house. I wonder if they still there. I won't see it a Tuesday. It's like, oh, I see more left. You put some in the Ziploc? No, I think I'm going to make more. That's what I'm going to do. Probably get the Aldi's and get a bag of the frozen turkey meatballs. You have to look and really look and really look. I'm like, what Aldi's? What the fuck? Get those. I still got the brown sugar and the crushed pineapples and the I had bought 2 tomato ketchups. I left the other one in the tea. Get it to tomato ketchup too. Probably got your headphones on. He looking at his own movie, y'all. I have to write it down. So it's a crushed pineapple, tomato, ketchup tomato. Use the whole thing of the thing, the whole tomato sauce. I mean tomato ketchup. I put spring water in it, shake it up, and add that, and brown sugar. Crushed pineapple. That's too sweet, so I put a little cayenne pepper and sea salt to offset sweetness. You know, balance, yin and yang. We're going to make them, Papa. We're going to make them sweet meatballs in here. Yes, we are. I'm vegan 80-20, y'all. 80% vegan, vegetarian, 20% whatever the fuck I want. And that's what I want. I want them again. Oh, my heavens, they were so good. And I added a secret ingredient to make it more, because it was too light-skinned red for me. And Mama Shirley ain't tell me to add that, but I added it, and I ain't telling y'all. I tell you, Papa Bear, hell, you live here, you'll see. Yeah, to make it more of a enrich the red. I know you probably like hot sauce. No, Bzz, no, not hot sauce. Wrong answer. Not you, T. John JQ, stranger hater. Dietrich's, talking to Dietrich's like that. Never my Melaninytes. Not y'all. Anyway, but back to the reunion. I'm calling from memory. Oh yeah, when Kenya and Marlo went at it. Oh gosh, y'all. I really think it was a scene in the previous season when Kenya was at Marlo's house and Marlo made her a drink and she was like, this drink is good. Most Aquarians can make a good drink. You know, Aquarius rules science and chemistry and stuff. So they usually can make a blend. That mixology, they usually do that shit pretty good. And it's the water bearer. Aquarian pouring you anything. Never mind. That'd be my astrology book. I don't give away all the goods. Okay. So yeah, it was a real friendship moment with her and Kenya in the house that month. I really do believe. Let me tell you something. Before the nasty said the campfire went down, Kenya, something else happened. I don't know what it was. You said that thing she said at the campfire was the point of no return, and I don't blame you. Because if you can identify with a certain hardship, yet you use that same hardship to scold and demean, it is psychologically warped. And Marlo, I love you. Marlo, we've interfaced. We met at the cigar bar. I love you both, Marlo and Kenya. I do. That's why it was so hurt for me to see y'all going back and forth. I was like, oh. I like how Marlo didn't deny the whole John thing. I'll get to that in a minute. Aquarius, yeah. Aquarius is the I know factor of the zodiac. It rules DNA, it rules math. That's why Aquarians are hated. That's a whole nother, that's an astrology book. That's a whole nother topic. Check Aquarius season, the video on one here. Maybe I mentioned it already. But in any event. And the peace dealer told this girl, find his video for New Moon Ceremonies is the title, I think. No, that's his recent one. The New Moon in March. The video like right before that one. Where he told the girl air signs are tortured. But he didn't expound. He's a Gemini himself. But I know air is the only independent element. You know what I mean? The oppressor don't like independence. They don't look at slavery. They don't like, you see what I'm saying? Air keeps rising. It keeps rising to the top. And it just rises above the pollution. Never mind. That'll be in the book, y'all. And you're like, girl, when you gonna finish the shit? Anyway, listen. So there's 2 Aquarians going back and forth. But Kenya, I'm gonna take you way back. Remember, y'all was at some kind of show. Y'all had your little individual tables and things. And you and Marlo interfaced and talked then. It didn't go too well, that little quick talk. But Marlo was like, you didn't invite me to your housewarming, etc., etc. I'm sitting there like, why? So something must have happened to make Kenya not invite Marlo to a housewarming. Kenya is an even number. Marlo is a 7. The birthdays on the internet are correct. So an odd number and an even number may have friction at times. Odd numbers, you may be more inclined to get along with your birth, your individual gift number, your birth number. Odds tend to get along with other odds. Like Nene, ain't she a 13? And it's prime, 7 and 13, both prime numbers. You see what I'm saying? Kenya 24, that's an even number. It's 6. You see what I'm saying to you? 2 plus 4 is 6. Never mind. But that could be, even people are like, well, why is there some friction? That could be it. You see what I'm saying to you? But still, y'all both Aquarians. And that's a hated sign. I believe they program the masses to, it's just, again, different video, different book, okay, for different time. But, you see how Shantae Moore was treated? Y'all see what I'm saying? Omarosa fights back, though. That's one Aqua Mama that fights back. She got some fierce fire up in that natal chart somewhere. Who else is a hated Aquarian? Bobby Brown, the singer. Check Aquarian season video. I'm going to sit it in there. My point, and even Aquarians, I think, to another Aquarian, because they say there are no two that I like, but I know that because Aquarius rules the rainbow. And, okay, listen to me. Kenya, something happened to repel you from Marlo, and I don't know what it is. I don't even know if Marlo know what it is, because the way she said that to you that day, you didn't invite me to your housewarming. We were like, well, why? What went left? Something happened. I don't know. But that tea about John, the pizza guy, that was some real tea. And the 20,000 and wow. That was some tea for your ass. I'm like, what's going on? And what is this espionage with Nene and having some dirty? That means if you have an affair with anybody, people, you need not text that motherfucker. Look at here. We'll communicate when we interface and keep our phones in the microwave. You seen the Snowden movie? Nigga, I'm patting you down. Put all your fucking gadgets in this microwave. We're going to close the door. Take the battery. Can you take the battery out to them shit? I don't know. Microwave in the motherfucker, okay? I'm not texting you worth it. We'll be texting shit in code numbers. That's how you got to have a love affair in this technological fucking age. And I say love affair because it's rumored that Nene and Greg never got a divorce. Yeah, okay, we are 25 mean this, 44 means this, 8, 7, you can't even text words, like I hope the motherfucker you remember what it means, because I ain't texting no words, bitch. You won't have no text messages on me if this shit goes awry. Oh, fuck no. Hold on, y'all. Papa, something smell good. Sure did. Got John drunk and took them text messages. And what she was going to do with it? Give it to Greg? Lord, I don't, you know, when a friendship, there's a lot of friendships I've severed ties with those folks. I have no, but in their mind, my memoir is to get back. Huh? No, the memoir is the First Amendment. Well, get back from what did you do that's worthy of the get back to? Do you see what I'm saying? That people don't look at their own accountability and some bullshit that they initiated. I don't initiate hostilities, but I will analyze it. And James Baldwin done told us, oh God, that quote is so good. Y'all Google James Baldwin's quotes if you want to. He was a Leo. He told us when the victim can accurately analyze and articulate what happened, they cease becoming a victim. Now they're a threat. I said, ooh. That's again because hate debilitates. When you're angry, your mind debilitates. It narrows. And it's hard to be intelligent in such a small, narrow space like that. So that's how, shout out to Rock. She said that in the video review for the Basketball Wives when Jackie and Evelyn were arguing at the table. And Evelyn was like, you don't call me a bitch in front of my daughter. And Jackie said, well, you don't call me a bitch in front of myself. So and Rox was like, you know how people talk stupidly when they're angry. And I'm like yelling at the screen, Rocks, because the mind, it literally debilitates. Because ever since Toni Morrison, author, luminary author, Aquarius, February 18th. And she's quoted as saying she has no use for anger. She said, I have no use for it. I'm like, why is she saying that? All the horrors in the world, a lot to be angry at. And I went into study. I took a lot of psychology classes back in the days. And I said, oh, because anger did not, and Malcolm X gave a good reason to get angry because it gives us action. Anger is ruled by Aries. It's action, it's fire. How you going to break into action if you're sad? No, you got to get angry to get things moving. So I sort of respect both definitions of anger there from Malcolm X and the great Malcolm X and the great Toni Morrison. But in the event, still back into these type of what's called ratchet shelves, ratchet rancor, if you will. You see how anger can make things not sound logical. You're like, what the fuck is she talking about? I digress. And I think that's what Kenya's edge is too. She keeps her cool. She's a woman, so she's vulnerable. Tears will come, she'll cry. And then her haters don't even have compassion for that. Hate dehumanizes the mind or something. Because people clowned her when she cried over her dog Velvet dying. I'm like, is the hate that intense? I mean, they hate her like she harmed children. My thing is, if you gotta hate pedophiles, hate someone who has harmed the defenseless. They hate her like she actually physically harmed someone or stole from Delta retirees. I'm like, I'm not taking up for Kenya per se. I'm taking up for sane, sound logic. All the way say. Yeah, that doesn't make no fucking sense. I'm like, what is her crime again? What is she guilty of? It's never clear how anyone try to articulate why they hate Kenya. It's not logical. It's not clear. It's not cogent. It's not concise. Papa, something smell good. Papa, what are you cooking? Hold on, y'all. Oh, I'm doing another long video, baby. I don't like multiple videos. Get the whole shit out in one shit, okay? It smells good as a booty butter in here. Are you making your famous fries? Can I season the things? Oh, you should put rice in it. Oh, you put rice on the side. Bitch, oh, thank you.
You're supposed to be doing something.
Yeah, but I gotta take breaks. You gotta take a lunch break.
To educate.
To love, Papa, to love. Can you warm up the meatballs? A little bit of the meatballs. Let's make some new meatballs.
No, go ahead.
No, you gotta go to Aldi's. We have meat. Oh, we got the. Oh yeah, we have meat. See, those meatballs already come meatballs. Like meatballs. We have ground turkey, but you got a meatball.
Go ahead.
What the hell?
I'm doing what I want to do.
That's all you do. Me. Well, I'm doing what I want to do. Me. I'm gonna start singing that Buddy song. Control. Oh, when Moni Love came out with me. When she came hit the stage with that shit, I was a dancing fluffy fool. Oh, Pop, that was the shit. Buddy. My buddy. Ow. Oh, remind me of Casey around the way. He and what's the name of the book? I'm using pseudonyms. Cleon made me love Buddy. It was like that shit. And one's a Scorpio, one is a Leo. They both fixed signs. They love that song. I'm like, it is the shit. We was dancing. It was the shit. It still is. It's classic. You know how you know timeless music? The power of Neptune. Neptune's music. It's timeless. It's still a jam. I guess because it's from my generation. Young people probably don't like Buddy. And they even heard Buddy, but Buddy is the shit. They lost soul. That is the shit now. Oh. It smells so good.
Will you stop? I don't want to hear that.
Just put meatballs in.
Go somewhere else.
Who are you talking to?
Just road me over there.
Don't call him a spirit. Don't call him that. He's a baby.
He's annoying. How you eat up all the ingredients?
We make more.
What make it then?
Don't rush me. Do we have salsa? We need salsa.
You making it, not me.
We gotta go to Aldi's. No, we have all the ingredients, baby. What? You still call Leon so we can go to Aldi's.
I ain't calling.
Papa, you want
You
more?
got all these money?
I do. You want more? I can tell you the fiat. I made a little fiat from the jewelry shop.
You can call and y'all go.
Papa, I don't want to go to all, and I think Leon's old school. I don't think he likes when I call him direct like that. He was okay with it before y'all became friends. I think old school, you know, no, I talk to you through your man. You don't be making no request to no man if they know you're taking it. You know, that's old school. That's not the... You know, I learned a lot in roll call when I worked in law enforcement. And I have to apologize to my ex-husband. You know, in your 20s, you're married, you're young, but I didn't know it was terrible between the co-workers in the roll call room. And I wasn't engaged in conversation with the fellas, but you sit in roll call, or you sit there and you wait for roll call to begin. It was like a also the break room too, and they talk amongst themselves. And I was like, oh no, it's a no-no when your man get in from work and start asking him to do this. Let's do this. Let's go here. They need to unwind and decompress from the day. And I did that a lot. I'm like, oh my heavens, but I'm hoping my ex-husband knew, you know, we were in our 20s and young. And he had the energy. He's in his 20s as well. But just overhearing them, I'm like, oh wow, that was a no-no. And going to the door, like answering the door when they're not home for their friends. You know, the sergeant was like, no, my wife don't go to the door. She go greedy, Leo. You can't eat chips and dip. That's not the catch. She'd just yell out the window, you know, what do you want? He's not home. But like to go to the door and open it. I was like, that's a no-no? Even if you know the person, they was like, yeah, that's a no-no. The hell's he ring the door before he know the man in the house ain't home? I didn't know that. I would just go to the door like, you know he ain't home. We at work. What's wrong with you? Oh, tell him I came by. I'm like, yeah. One time, I told you one time, Aries, my ex-husband had a friend and a rapper. Aries. And he had a big snake too. They used to scare. He kept the thing in the glass cage with him. I'm like, why you have a pet snake? Before I realized that was popular as hell. Get down, Leo. What's wrong with you today? Climbing. I know you can. You bet not. Nigga, Papa gonna get you. Now you in his face. What's wrong with you? Just jump on the stuff that we allowed you to jump on. That's cat friendly. We buy you toys, you play with them 2 seconds, and then ignore them. Just like a man. Papa, look at that video with that video with Maynard the cigars and conversation or something. But that's what he said about cars and women. He said you fantasize about the woman, you know, you get caught up in the mystique of her, and then you get to meet her and know her. You see what I'm saying? Didn't Prodigy have a rap like that too? Blessings be upon his spirit. Was it Prodigy? Somebody had a rap and said, after you art and a regular nigga, after you get to know the girl, she turns out to be regular. See, ladies, keep that mystique. I'm telling you. And Maynard said that about cars too. You want the car, you fantasize about, then you get it and drive it and see that high, that Donald Goins in his book, chasing that first high. I don't know. But how would the woman know she's a mystique to him? Big Daddy Kane said in his Drink Champs video too, the best sex he ever had was best sex he ever had was no sex. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing. And Nori said, woo, that just went over my head. Because the mystique was maintained. See, sex is ruled by Scorpio. And the chick said this, not the Scorpio part, the chick was interviewed by John Sally back in the days. Never forget it. She said sex either ends something or begins something. That was so profound. I think that was the 90s. I'm trying to find John Sally old videos. He used to talk. I don't even like him. Ain't that something? The Basketball Wives reunions made me dislike John Sally. It made me love Ford Saraxa. She was like, She got on him at one time. He was browbeating one of the ladies in the reunion. Was it Drea? See, Drea's an Aquarius. They go my point again. Y'all better study this astro shit. But anyway, it was John Sally. It wasn't that Chris Spencer show. One of them. I don't even know who the lady is. I just remember the words. Well, pardon me, T. I'm chewing. Yeah, fast forward to chewing if y'all don't like it. Just fast forward. Sex either begins something or ends something. Now, I always knew about astrology. Scorpio was birth and death. So I said, oh, shit. So, I think Big Daddy Kane meant the mystique is, I wanted you. I was around you. I wanted you, but I never had you. That mystique is always there. Ladies, be aware if you're a mystique to a nigga. Maintain the mystique, okay? And Big Daddy Kane, you got to tweet this to him. Tell him fast forward 2 hours, okay? Could that be for Bernadette Stainers? I was looking at the video that on the Foundation channel on here with J. Quan, with Big Daddy Kane. Now, I remember the video when it came out back in the days, but, you know, seeing the clip again, I know she's a Capricorn, he's a Virgo, both Earth. The way he was looking at her, I was like, I think he genuinely liked her. I don't know what man didn't. Oh my heavens, when they did the Bernadette Sanders Life After Unsung or something. And that dude, shout out to that dude. Shout out to Bernadette Sanders down below. Flies out and could dance and move. I was so, what, y'all had me find out she was from Brooklyn, from New York? All those years as a little girl, I thought she was from Chicago. I thought they all was from Chicago back then. Alright. I'm like, she's a New Yorker? Ow. Anywho. Nothing to say. Yeah, and how he was looking at her, I said, he liked her. And like the guy said, she was our black Farrah Fawcett. She was our Farrah Fawcett in the Life After. I digress. But I think that could be one of the mystique things Big Daddy Kane was talking about, Papa. The best is the one he never had. Maintain that element of mystery. Ridge always say that too. He like the abstract girl. The mystery. Ridge would say the obvious is unattractive. And he an earth sign. Shout out to Ridge. He earth sign too. But abstraction is like an air sign thing. Well, Ridge got the Gemini ascendant. Anyway, I digress. Right now. I think because Mother Earth, the black hole, all that stuff is mystery. It's mysterious. Papa, you want some of this jam? I'm so glad I bought these to-go things to bring something home from T's house. Leo, please, Leo, if you jump your ass up here, look at them. You getting bold? I look at cat videos, okay? You're getting bold. As you becoming a grown man, you're really, really trying to claim your territory and pull rank and shit. You don't pay bills in here, Leo. Okay, you're going to do what the hell you want to do like you pay the cost to be the boss. Oh, no, I don't think so. We're delaying his surgery, Papa. It's only going to get worse as he get grown up. You don't think I study cat videos all day, okay? He got to have his surgery. I don't want to have it. I'm scared. I don't know if it's going to change his personality. But I want him bossing up to us. Like he the boss. Oh, hell no. And you're a Maine Coon and you worth money? Chow cheese. I'll be hurt. But we won't be held hostage in here by you, Leo. Oh, hell no. Not today, not no day. Okay? Alright. I'll be clear. Anyway, so, back to RHOA. Hold on, I'm eating the dip from last night. It is so good. Papa, was it sitting out all night? It's cold. No, it's cold. It's still good, but it's having a twang like it was sitting out. Did we leave it sitting out? It's still good. Hell, I'll detox later. Pardon me, y'all. Fast forward it. Fast forward. Is this a mukbang? Damn one. That's how good this dip is, y'all. Hold on. And the little Swedish meatballs. We're gonna make these, Papa. You know, man to take me to Aldi's. Oh gosh, but he gets here so late. I should call him now. I think they're the perfect party food. You know what I'm saying? Stick the toothpick in it. I think that's the greatest parties where you have small plates. Like a big old plate of food. That's like at family events, you know what I'm saying? But a cute little tater-tater, little soiree. It should be cutesy finger foods. Shish kebabs, you know. Oh gosh, I remember Tanya used to invite me to parties. Well, her sister Tony was like a caterer. No, she's not a caterer. Tony's a event planner. Oh. They invited me to something. This was years ago, Papa. Wendy Williams was on University Place in Manhattan. You see how I would remember the food and something? It was torrential rain, and the rain looked like it was going to cave in the ceiling. That's why they had to stop it. But they had these lamb shish kebabs. All that finger food was so good. And neat, because it was like on sticks and toothpicks. And I said, I think parties should have small plates like tapas or just cutesy stuff. I don't think there should be no big whopping entree at a soiree. You know, that food was so good. And we had little gifts. Peace, Tanya. Little gifts that she gave me. I wonder if Tony's still event playing. Tony's on my Facebook. I didn't go. You see how Facebook constricts shit? You got to go looking for the people. I'm gonna look and see if she's still doing it. But anyway, that was when Tom was in the room with Wendy Williams, like right there. Edie was saying our birth information. That's why that storm. You know, the spooky. People gonna be like, I'm not talking to you, Dietrich, right now. But the composite chart. Not that I will ever meet Wendy Williams, so it shouldn't matter. Again, but the composite chart with you and her, she said, I think that's why that storm came. I'm like, there was other people in the room. She said, I ain't talking to other people, I'm talking to you. And you know, we knew Wendy Williams. Well, she knew Wendy Williams. This was before the internet? No, but before I was on the internet. In the early 2000s. Oh. Yeah. I met Star that night too, Star and Buck Wild. I was telling him about a certain zodiac sign, and he said it has some good, you know what? I said, I can tell you why. Cosmically, why? You know what I mean? We exchanged business cards because the rain was such that I could barely hear him. He was so respectful. I'm telling you, I have an affinity for Star, Troy Terrain, because of that moment. Then I had an interview at the radio station to talk about astrology, and then he had me interview a second interview with a Puerto Rican guy, and I never get the guy asked me to interview. I'm thinking, I know astrology, cold, okay? So I'm thinking the interview is going well. Then out of nowhere, I will never forget this. Ain't this a bitch? You know how you looked at the movie Cash Cow? No, not the movie. The TV show Cash Cab. And when they get something wrong and he tells them the right answer, and he tells them after that was a good show. After that, he tells them, I bet you'll never forget that now. And they be like, no, I sure won't. Like that comedian, the Jewish comedian back in the days, what was his name? David something? David something. I think the last name began with an S. I forgot. But I saw his documentary. Was it on Showtime back in the days? In 2016, I saw that thing. Yeah. He says something about the truth. Once you learn it, you never forget it. I'm like, he ain't never lied. You know what I'm saying? But in any event, what was that? What was I talking about? And this thing stops. There's only going to be 3-hour clips on this thing here. This device here. What was this talking about with Wendy Williams and the university placing the lamb chops? The lamb, oh, those so delicious. The chef must have tenderized and marinated it. Oh my gosh. Do not tell you I remember good food. And never forget it. I would never forget good food. Oh God, that foodie from way back. This is my natal chart. No, eating the composite chart. Oh, the interview at the radio station. Was it Hot 97 back then? In any event. And just to come on occasionally and talk about astrology. Like, you know, the weather. Like something like that. The mammarologist. That's what it might be. Astro-mammarologist. You know? Oh, Star, you missed a good one. But I guess this protocol interview with this Puerto Rican guy, the Spanish guy. What's his name? I'm getting old. Aren't we all? But and I'm rolling and I'm showing him I'm going through the Foxy Brown astrology and Jay-Z. I'm going through the dead. I'm going through this and that and that. Parts of fortune. I'm going through the whole shit. And he looks semi-impressed. And then out of nowhere, there was a pause and a silence. And he looked at me and says, what is David Legamanio? What's that comedian name, Papa? David Legamanio? Is his name even David? It's something, a comedian, I forgot the name. It's Rich Legamanio. Papa, what's the comedian name? David Legamanio? Somebody I wasn't into then or now. I'm like, who? He said the comedian. John Legamanio. I don't know. He said, when's his birthday? You know his astrology stuff? I'm like, no. It's so weird. He says, oh, okay, let me try someone else. He says, what about, oh, God, the actor name. What's his name, Papa? 9.5 Weeks. No, that's Mickey Rourke. No, what is the actor name? Julia Roberts. brother. It got to be Roberts. What's Julia Roberts' brother name? Oh, fuck. He said, do you know his birthday? You know his Astro makeup? I'm paraphrasing. I said, no. He said, this radio station hip hop no longer just caters to black people. I'm paraphrasing. This radio station is for, all people. It's not just black people that listen to us. So every time you're invited up, you're just going to talk about the black astrology signs?
His name is Eric.
Eric Roberts, right? I think I got to see a picture now. I think so. He asked me his birthday in the John Leguizamo's birthday. John Leguizamo. Something. Yeah, I'm sitting in the interview like, why does Star have me interview with this person? Why is this happening? Star invited me here, and my ex-friend Bernie did beautiful soap baskets, like in the Carol's daughter, but she had her own beautiful ingredients. We bought a basket for Star and his brother Bug. She went through all this work to make this nice baskets, and I'm going through these interviews. We could have came up here basket free. Don't you say it. Stop it, okay? In any event, Papa, I think that pot is ready because it smells strong and good. You gonna make rice? Don't something else go in there? I would put some cilantro in there. I surely would. I think something else goes in there, Daddy. With cheese. You want to put the dairy-free cheese in there?
Why are you bothering me?
Whatever, Daddy. I thought I was helping. I make things tasty, okay? I'm flavor. Anyway, I didn't get the job because I didn't know. I only knew black astrology. However they said it. She's limited. She only studied the black stars. No, we're not going to go with this one. Bitch! I'm like, well, I can learn the Caucasian birthdays too. I know Marilyn Monroe's with that. And they was like, no. It's clear you only study black people. I'm sitting here like, can y'all get Star? He invited me here. We know who invited you here. Okay, this is protocol. Oh, shit. Here's a bitch. But that was it. Once we left for, pardon me, I'm hungry. Is it lunchtime? Hell yeah, it's on 12 something. I've been on here since 9 in the morning. It is what it is, y'all. It ain't what it ain't. Well, Bernie was waiting for me to lobby, all, twinkle and eye happy like you got the gig. And I thought it'd been so unique to seriously bring some astro insight, on like that to a hip hop station. I thought that would have been dope. Now you see hip hop astrology and all this other stuff. But anyway, I was like, no, I didn't get it. She said, why? You know astrology? What were they doing? I said, they asked me John Leguizamo's birthday and Eric Roberts' birthday, and I drew a blank. She was like, I don't know John's, but Eric is a Virgo. Not the birthday, they wanted just the signs. Just the sun sign is what he asked for. I didn't know it. I just didn't know it. She said, why didn't you ask me? I know he a Virgo. I said, who's thinking about him coming in? I'm like, how do you know he's a Virgo? And because she was into astrology too. Damn it to hell, she didn't say, well, I study everybody's sign. White, black, I study their sign. I study astrology, period. I'm like, you probably would have got the job. She was like, they still interviewing. I don't know. We soon left the station, okay? We live on the west side of Manhattan. Hold on. Downtown. So we did what we usually do. To cheer each other up. We went to go get something to eat. And Soho, she treated too. It was a good day after that. We went and got something to eat. Had drinks. I still was bugging out about, to this day, all these years later, me and her long since excommunicated. But all these years later, if I see John Leguizamo's, pardon me if I'm mispronouncing the name, or Eric Roberts, my mind immediately go right back to that Hot 97 interview. Immediately. Was it Hot 97? I think so. It was a 105.1. Whatever it was, where Star was with Buck Wild is where I'll go. I don't care what movie Eric is in. Immediately, I associate seeing them with that interview. I don't remember the Spanish guy name was interviewing. And he was serious. His face was ice cold, waiting for me to tell him their signs. I was like, I don't know. He was like, I think your focus is on black people. I'm looking at him like, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? He said, no, it's different races that listen to the station. I don't know. So that's a tip to you astrologers. Come here, I'm hungry. Just fast forward the crunching. I mean, that's a pet peeve of yours. Forgive me, man. It's my channel. My outlet. Anyway. That's a tip. If you apply for any astrology jobs on the radio, please try to study all races all across the board. Don't get caught up in snag like I. Even if you're a Caucasoid, I mean, it's because I think I tell the insult. Never mind. Even if you're a Caucasian astrologer, study all the study the melanated. You see that luminaries. Just study because those curve questions out of nowhere. What's your take on job interviews that throw you curveball questions like that? I'm sitting here like in other interviews, like, it'd be a weird question. Even I told you with the lupus in the court and disability thing in the court, out of nowhere, what is the AGS, administrative law judge, ALJ? Yeah, the ALJ out of nowhere asked me, what is your religion? And I'm stuck and startled, and I'm like, huh? I've been on the disability website. Religion and state don't mix. It's not supposed to mix. He said, oh, I know, I'm asking for me. He admitted, and they record these sessions in court on tape. They said, no, I'm asking for me, the individual. I'm like, how is that germane to this hearing? I was so curveball questions, y'all. Prep yourself for them in these interviews, in any interview. Out of nowhere. Anyway. Back to RHOA. I want to review the movie Southside and You. I'm going to do another video for that. Oh, my heavens, y'all. I love that movie. Oh, my goodness. Oh, love it. The soundtrack is dope. I'm an 80s baby, so you know I love the soundtrack. But anyway. This dip and these meatballs are so good. As soon as I get to all these, I'm going to make it again, y'all. I know it's party food. I don't care. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna have a party right here with Papa. RHOA. Yeah, Marlo and Kenya going back and forth like that. Oh, my style. Somebody remind me. My style of sharing and feedback and reviewing. And I had journalism in high school too. Before Mommy came and got me about the high school because I wasn't going to school there. You gotta read the memoir. But my style, they say, is similar to Bones Malone. They said his style is similar to someone else. Shout out to Bones Malone. I'm like, you know, like a female Bones. I'm talking about the Bones. I think, in a way, Sheree's pride in being a bone collector, in quotes, is due to being a Capricorn. Capricorn rules the skeleton, the bones. Sheree is that? I know you won't admit that on public forum, but I think there's something with that. Y'all, it comes from the old school saying, those who will bring a bone will also carry that bone back. You know how a dog will bring the bone in. I'm saying something. The dogs are ruled by Sagittarius and Aries. Per the studies I have for Sagittarius right next door to the Capricorn. Whereas the bone is a skeleton. Saturn is rules Capricorn. No, never mind. So, yeah, get the Capricorn season video. But it's usually rare for a Capricorn to be a bone collector in that context, passing messages back. Usually, because Capricorn is a quincux with Gemini. Gemini is the messenger. That's a natural bone collector, if you will, in this context. Usually, your secrets are typically safe with water and earth signs because of earth and water holding, the reservoir holding it, what I'm saying? But again, this is a show. So the ethos of the show is to be that, to hold on to the peach, which is your peachy position on the show. You see what I'm saying? And yet your peachy paycheck, I'm sure they got a cute little piece of coin. Is it true Sheree got fired, y'all? Well, not fired, or not asked to come back, or no renewal of contract, she and Kim. And Kim there, why, when Kim got her own show? What the hell is that about? What the fuck? And Kim, why them surgeries? Why? I don't get it. But I know it's an individual thing. But at the risk of conscious people not liking this, but I know Kim looked fine before the damn surgeries. What the fuck? I don't get it. Like little Kim, our little Kim. I thought she was adorable, cute, fine, but I don't. But no, let her. Pardon me, I'm hungry. And it's just good. It's real good. But like I said, it's an individual choice to have those surgeries. But I think do the doctors just want the money? Why don't the doctor say, stop? I have a conscience. I care about my karma. I'm not doing this. No. I'm not doing this again. You look fine. Stop. Why don't the doctors say that? I don't. Anyway. But they're going to get her all the way together in the next one episode. And Candy, people clown her tears. Candy, I love your tears. I love the sincerity of it all. Portia, nobody don't want an apologies from you. They act like apologies to work. What Biggie said about autographs in the movie, the Biggie movie. They act like they 14 karat gold. That's how some people act about apologies. Listen, my trouble is this. It's not the apology that Portia claims she gave. The tears that went down when Phaedra was there at the last reunion wasn't tears of sincere apology or remorse. I think they were tears of getting caught. The ego was crushed. You know what I'm saying? Told me, give me a sword and let me bleed out. All this arrogant stance, like you was in the right for what you did, Portia. Ugh. It's not the fact that you quote unquote apologize. It's the psychological state of being. You feel like, but that's ego. Ego's ruled by Aries. Aries is the infant. If an infant wrongs you, they don't psychologically understand that there's circumstances that come with that wrong. It just is. It changes the DNA of our connection. Even if I don't roll you back, even if I don't sue you, even if I don't call a fuzz on you, I don't do anything as far as reprisals towards you. Your friendship can't be this. It's not even a friendship. I don't know. It's I know you and you know me and that's it. A no-ship. It can't be the same. The texture, the flavor of the connection is forever altered. What did Kenya call it? The point of no return? And Marlo, you have been part of the foster care system. We will never understand you dissing anything to do with moms and parenting or maternal, huh? It's just, no, Marlo. Poor choice of words. Yeah. If you've been through the same hardship, you should have compassion for that hardship. You know, same or similar hardship. How do you not have compassion in that area? And you know it. It's just weird. Not just you, Marlo. Anybody who does that, and you're looking at them, it's hypocrisy, but it's like, huh? I mean, it's like to the nth degree hypocrisy. I don't know, y'all. But Portia, it's the point that you want to be. I don't care. I'm hungry. You want to be embraced in Candy's good stead. Like nothing happened. It's not just Portia. A lot of people do that. Once they say sorry, okay, let's go back to how things were, the way we were. No. The best I can do is be civil and respectful. That's how I was raised to comport myself in public. But I don't owe you anything else. You changed the composition of our connection, not I. You turned the corner. You tore the page. It's just, even if you tape the page back up with Scotch tape, it still look altered and something is wrong. Something went wrong. Yeah, that's what that is. Portia, you wanted to go back as to normal. And Candy's like, no, we ain't going back to normal. No, I'm good on you. What she said? No. Now, Candy, I do agree with people saying, well, how come you can't treat Kim in that same way? She done took your damn coin and money. But you explained that last night. You know, you could have destroyed my whole brand, which would turn out to be way more money than the G's that Kim got away with stealing from you. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? But, pardon the y'all. Pardon the Papa, what is that noise? Papa, really? doing? Yeah, I know I'm gonna go in the kitchen and look. I'm a little scared. Anyway, so I think that's it. What else stood out? We'll see Eva and see in the next episode. I think that's it. I hope I'm not missing anything. I think that's it. Y'all see the video yet? If I miss anything, put it down below. Oh, I hate to end the video if I'm missing something pertinent. It was good though. Really good. Oh, not Kim. Ugh. Kenya semi-pregnancy announcement. Congratulations, Mama. That's so cool. But you look good though. So that's what people want. Is it a surrogate? Did they hire a surrogate? You know, you can put your eggs in someone else and they can fertilize that egg with your husband's sperm, and that's really your DNA baby. Is your baby, but another vessel, another body carries the baby to term. You know what I mean? In some cases, the couple will take care of the pregnant woman. That is always a topic, a good topic for movies and books. Lifetime. Anytime I see that surrogate type of theme schema, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. It was a melanated one with I saw recently. Oh my heavens! Gosh, you know the actress too. Oh, I can't think of the actress name, but the segregated thing, the segregated woman started bugging out and carry on. I can't think of them. Pardon me, y'all. It is human shit. I can't think of any of them. I digress. Congratulations, Kenya, on the baby. It's going to be a beautiful baby. I mean, that's not me being aesthetically superficial. It just is. And hella smart, because you're a student, he's a student. Investment banking, your conversations must be really cool. You know, highbrow dialogue. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations. And I wouldn't show your baby. Kenya, do you see how Beyonce and Jay-Z do it? Have we been seeing Rumi and Sori? What's their name? Rumi and Sir. I think those are names they just gave the public too. I think they're actual names or something else. But in any event, but I ain't shading. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Erica Badu with my names and nominals. See, had me laughing with that over there. Anyway, so does Orset have 1,000 names? Metatron, many names. So back to the point. Well, what was the point? I'm about to close out this video. I think I got to all the pertinent parts here. I hope Kim and Marlo make up one. I know it may not happen. Oh, jeez. A fixed sign. When one of the 4 fixed signs is through with you, that's usually it. That's it. But beautiful, intelligent women. Oh, when she called Marlo's, between Marlo's legs is a square thing. I said, oh shit. Marlo look hurt too. But I like that she ain't denying it. I love that. Even with I just love that mindset. Like, you ain't gonna hurt me with me. Oh fuck no. I managed to get myself up out of poverty. Big scoop the young bitch off her knees in high price weaves, face on TV, platinum CD. Shit, I never see a nigga what greased up, platinum cheesed up, keep your knees what the flub. Ain't with them out. But yeah, the actress Lisa Ray McCoy, when they would try to bother her, critique her by being a quote unquote gold digger, she was like, nah, I'm platinum. Wish she had a platinum diamond gift receiver. I'm not break my nails digging up a damn thing. Like, no, I don't have to work that hard to get it. They just give it to me. That was the message. You know, I paraphrase, but I was like, work, like whatever you accuse of me. It takes too much energy to go, no, not true. No, not true. It's just too much energy to do that. So here, this is how we're going to do it. And that's, what's the martial artist fighter? What's his name? Moses? God, Bridget told me about him. When you're fighting, when they push, you pull. And when they pull How you say he taught me shit? He taught me in person too. Riz is my platonic homie forever, but we had a romantic connection back in days. And I mean the days, I met him at age 15 and he was 20. We reunited back in 99. So in 99, we in the room and he's physically showing me this. I think they learned from another Brooklyn legend, great. I think it's some Moses something. When they push, you pull. And when they pull you, I forgot how it works when they pull. I gotta call him. Let me call him because I do want this archived in the video. Hold on, y'all. Oh, we'll stretch your bones. He made me pick up the daggone phone. How are you, baby? Oh, I don't know if I can go today because I don't even have anything ready. Man, come take me to the post at 2 o'clock or sneak up on me. I don't even have the things packaged and ready. I gotta do the post office tomorrow. This procrastinative thing is terrible. He's still at work. He may even pick up. He'll call me back. By the time he calls me back, the video's over. But I want to know for myself. I know when someone's pushing, you pull. Like, go with the energy. And I said to him, I do that intellectually. Because it's just too much work. Unless it's something like diet. They are lying on you and accusing you of some shit that, like, no, I couldn't do that. Here's the receipts. I was here at ABC. I keep receipts of my whereabouts here. Lies. The regular catty foolery. Damn it, he's working.
Please leave your message for 34.
Hi, Reg. It's 12:22 p.m. Hold on, I hate that sound. Papa, how long will it take to get the water? That sound. Forgive me, Papa. Anyway, hey, Reg. Monday, the night, I gotta call Aunt RHOA, say her birthday. Monday, oh, you met Aunt RHOA's Reg? Anyway, Monday, the 9th of April, 2018. Remember you was teaching me about 52 blocks, and this is the early, no, 99, but 2001 we was in the house playing, and you were saying the guy, the martial artist guy in Brooklyn, what was his name? Moses something, right? Just text me the information if you can. Yeah, I don't know if you'll text me soon. I didn't know you hear this message soon. You saw that word. Stop, Leo. Why don't you play with the toys we buy you, ass toys? That's not a toy. See, he coming into the teenage phase. Is it teenage phase? You know, get these cats. Anyway, you know, restless teen phase. Oh, Jesus. Ridge. What is the guy's name? I wonder if he's on YouTube. Maybe some of his old footage. But when you say when they push, you pull. Like you go with it. The energy. Well, yeah, you have damn well we better be stronger. But it's so unexpected because they're pushing you. They don't think you're gonna pull them yet. But like go with the chi or some shit. But I got when they push, you pull. But how about when they pull? Oh, when they pull, you push. Goddamn, the yin and yang. And that's Libra. That, oh, jeez. Ain't this bitch. Never mind, I just answered my own question. How you doing, Reg? What's going on, baby? We'll catch up. Peace. Oh, I didn't even send this to, did I send yours? I don't know if I sent yours to Jamiki yet. When I get the copies, I want to send it to Jamiki. And I'll let you know, okay, it's on its way. It should get their ABC, call Jamiki. But check your emails. Check your spam if you don't see what I'm talking about. All right, peace.
To replay your message, your message has...
All right, y'all, back to the video. Forgive that. I thought I could give y'all the information on the martial artist that taught that. But I don't answer my own question, sitting in there thinking of the yin and yang symbol, seeing that symbol. I'm like, oh that's so would be in reverse. Why? I forgot. Anyway, but I do that because I'm a chubby, so that's some physical shit. I do that intellectually because it's just too much work, and I think Marlo does it too. Portia accused us, Portia would pulling the damn fan. Ugh. And she snatched it, and you offended she snatched it. Like you didn't snatch the scepter. It's the same shit. But see, your mind debilitates and get narrow. That balancing thing, that Libra balancing thing is just, And the signs that are in quincunx with Libra or square to Libra, I find have difficulties balancing intellect and logic. Not all. Please don't take offense. I know there's hella astute signs in those areas. People in those signs that are quincunx or square to Libra. But still, because Libra is the balancing agent. I balance. What? They balance? Logic. First and foremost. I know they're called liars because Libra use the courthouse and shit. But there's liars in all 12 signs. But it's the balancing thing. So the imbalanced Libra. Never mind. I got to write the book. Hold on. Leo, please. Everyone hear this shit. Go your ass. Anyway, I got 10 minutes to go on this thing. That's a great. Why am I giving away secrets? I guess because I think just for Melaninytes to listen. I don't have any Dietrichs yet. I don't even want those Dietrichs. You sort of want the channel to be semi-popular. Because that will inspire you to do more videos. Y'all click like, please. My Melaninytes. But you don't want it popular will it attract the daggone Dietrichs and Hatrix and the parasitical posse. Oh, jeez, Lord. I don't even think about it. Cancel. Back to RHOA. I find that Marlo and Kenya do that very well. When you push, they pull. And, Lisa Ray McCoy, she's a Libra. Lisa Ray and Kenya, as said, Marlo, as said, Aquarians, those are air. We all need oxygen air to breathe. People say, call other people airheads. And you took me medical classes, no air in the brain means you're a deadhead. So we all have air in the brain, we're all airheads. What the fuck? Yeah, I know what they meant. But look, Portia's been called an airhead and ditzy. And she has a fan base out the wazoo. That goes to show for the, how they must have managed to change the minds of the masses. I don't know if it's through food, GMO, soy, I have no idea. Or maybe I do because I'm always studying, but you know what I mean. Back in the days, a Portia personality type, from where I come from, caught hell. I mean, that ditzy thing, very few fans for that back then. So, I don't know. Like Rakim said, something is devolving. He was talking music. I'm talking general. Psychological just devolvement. This I admit. Right? Because I can and I did. I guess probably they worried about that age of Aquarius. So they got, double down on the dumbing down. Alleged things that they do. I digress. Well, back to RHOA. Great first part installment. Leo, please. What has gotten into you? I think he's getting older because he's acting like a brand new cat. And it's just too much. Will you calm down? Leo, please. Jesus. Any event, go, Leo. Yeah, RHOA. Good first part one. I enjoyed it. It held my attention. I felt for Marlo and Kenya beefing like that. I understand the permanent excommunication because Marlo, that was desperate pulling at straws. Very un-Aquarian-like. Bringing up somebody's mother, just pulling at straws. And psychologist friends I know, that looks bad on the mama, not her. Not the child. The mama don't want its offspring. Your activity, making love, carrying for 9 months, and you don't want your product. We would look at the mom, not at Kenya, to make feel bad about that, if you will. So, yeah, not cool, Mama. I think I covered everything. Yeah. Portia, no one wants your apology. No sane person wants your apology. But they don't want your friendship either. That's the real thing. People keep thinking, the Portia fans keep thinking, oh, she apologizes, the apology. No. You want things to get back to normal, Portia? No, it's not. I'll be civil and cordial. That's it. We ain't buddies. We ain't friends. We didn't. No, that's it. I think about the movie 48 Hours. You know, my yacht sends me things. My yacht sends. Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy. We're not friends. We're not buddies. Something. Never mind. I don't even know. Maybe it's number 48. Maybe I should 480. Something about 48. Maybe I tell my brother to come and go play the number right quick. But I don't know what that came from. But in any event, parting of my pearls, y'all. Y'all parted how my marbles spin. You have a right to think how you want to think, don't you? You do your First Amendment, I'll do mine, okay? I think that's it. I'm going to close this out. I just want to make sure I didn't figure anything. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, with Sheree. Oh, Sheree and Tyrone. I think she really cares about him. She does. Sheree snapped at Candy. Candy was like, why the backlash? I thought you and Candy was cool. Capricorn and Taurus, that should be cool. But I think Sheree was ready, you know, she was on defense mode. And what they call it, you get defensive, your dick beaters is up. This is New York, probably New York slang. But her dick beaters was up. She was ready, you know, to get her sparring warriors on. So, Candy, don't take offense to it. But try not to, babe. I think that's it, y'all. I think that's it. This is going to be it, because hell, I'm tired. Alright, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.